I'll come back for you. Oh, I'm so excited.
The city's going crazy. The entire world. I can't even keep up with the reports. Listeners, you really want to stay indoors? Don't go outside. We don't know.
Time was broken. Working out of sync. The city was in a state of chaos.
Shit. No friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to stop that
Yet
shit.
time was closing in.
And you still believed you could fix it?
The solution was inside Monarch Tower.
I'm stubborn as fuck, man.
Countermeasure.
The CFR, as Monarch knew it. The key to the Lifeboat protocol. Monarch's survival plan. But that didn't seem to matter to you.
I had a better plan.
Yeah, bitch. We have a better plan. It is Act fucking 5. Are you guys ready? I'm sorry for the delay, but it is awesome to be here right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is RicketyGames. I'm Sydney, and today we are here with Quantum Break Act 5. We have made it to the end. The very second of the fracture of time where things are about to end forever. The end of time is coming and we have to stop it. We have very little time to actually do so, and I'm very, very excited. Apparently so excited that I forgot to do my intro. So here we are. We have made it through all of the emails. We have made it through all of the screenplays. And we are here at Monarch HQ to do the job. And I'm very excited. I hope you guys are too, so let's get into it. October 10th, 2016, 25 hours after the fracture in time. So this whole thing is taken place within 24 hours, pretty much, which is kind of wild. Okay, one quick thing before we start. If Clarice Ogawa is saying, like, you still believe your plan could work, so there's two things that come from her statements, right? One is that they're talking after whatever the events happen in this episode. So whether the countermeasure and we fix time or not, like, they survive whatever happens here because they're talking in the past tense, right? This whole game is a flashback, essentially, right? I don't know how we wanna place that in our brains, but it's there. I gotta find some stuff and some things. Whoa, shit! What's happening? Oh my god! Fucking train. Oh, I totally just got killed. Talk about standing in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, noted. Don't get hit by the train. Don't get... Also, I literally scooted into it for like a second. Did you see the little zzz, and I like went towards it? Okay, something else that I wanted to discuss, but I'm gonna play while we do this so I don't just like talk stagnantly like a weirdo, as I usually do anyway. Oh, is it repeating? Oh, it's repeating. That's not good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello. How's it going? I forgot how to play the game. Can I? Woo! Yeah, bitch. There we go, there we go. Love my little carbine rifle. No joke, I feel like I forgot how to play the game. Carnage wreaking, goodbye. Love my little sharpshooter gun right there. Sure wish I could use the scope on it, but it's fine. What was I gonna say before I was so rudely interrupted by all the shots and the gunfire? I was going to say that I was editing the last episode. Whoa, whoa, excuse me. Excuse me, I'm trying to explain to the people a thought that's been stuck in my brain for like ever. Ugh. Hello, hello, drop dead please. Thank you. I thought we already went through this. The scene with Beth Wilder, when she is, oh, that's a thing. When they're running through the end of time, holy shit. Whoa! I thought that was a dude. He is not. Bro, drop dead! I'm trying to explain my thoughts! You can play that game. Or not. When Beth Wilder's in the hang on a second. Bruh. There we go.
Now, where do they keep the countermeasure?
I wish they would just tell us.
Shouldn't be too hard to find. It's the biggest damn building in Riverport.
Literally, though. I think we finally killed everybody. Alright, back to what I was trying to say so rudely. And not gonna get killed by the train instantly. Is that, when Beth is chasing Paul at the end of time... Is there anything here? Doesn't seem like it. I think it's just an added extra to not get murdered. She's chasing... Oh, that's a radio. Okay, I will stay here and talk like a weirdo. Sorry, guys. When she's chasing Paul, we know she goes in the time machine in 2016, right? Where we left her off. And she chases Paul to the end of time because that's where she gets sent to, right? But she goes in wearing her Monarch gear. And then when she comes out and we see her in the scene with Will, she's wearing like a sweatshirt or something like that. So I guess the presumption there is that she's spending like a lot of time at the end of time with Paul because they have to fix the time machine, so they're there for a little bit. But it is interesting that she changes outfits. Just saying. That's what I wanted to get out.
Oh man, there's so much crazy stuff happening. Reports of more and more accidents are coming in so fast, we're being overwhelmed by them. Folks, I don't know what's going on, and I don't like telling you, I'm fucking scared because this fucking city, hell, the whole fucking world... Oh, shut the fuck up, Barry. They can fire me for saying fuck if they want to.
Barry!
I think I give a rat's ass at this point. I'm trying to fucking tell people what's happening.
Wait a second.
So get off
Is that Barry? Like Barry Wheeler? It's hard to hear you over the sound of the train.
I don't know why this is happening, but there's reports from all over the world. Car accidents, plane crashes, just things going haywire for no reason, like the bridge crash we had. It's scaring the shit out of me. Please, if you're listening, don't go outside if you can help it. Don't go on anything that moves. No cars,
Don't go on anything that
no nothing.
moves.
Seems like everything that moves can be dangerous now, and nobody sees it coming. I know it's crazy. We got hospitals filling up all over Riverport, and it's bad, and it's happening everywhere, and we're gonna make some calls and try and find out what's going on. Let you know as soon as we
No one
get
knows,
any
bro.
information.
Except Monarch. And us.
Just be real fucking careful.
Real fucking careful.
Stay inside. Try to be safe.
I got mowed by a train.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. Woo! Let's not get mowed over by the train continuously, if we can help it. Is there anything around? I feel like they would want to try and hide something by this damn train here, but it doesn't look like it. On we go. We gotta find Serene. We know he's in here. We took the approach of him trying to live and keep control. Although you guys made me so jealous in the comments. You're like, the other choice.
Fiona? Is that you?
Yes. I wasn't sure if I could make this work. Listen, the CFR, it's not easy to
It's on the
reach.
roof.
You can access it from Serene's office. A friend of mine has unlocked the CFR chamber, but the rest of the place is still in lockdown. I think I could help you with that. Like this.
Let me in, let me in. Yeah, baby!
Serene isn't building anymore, so maybe you don't have to run into him.
Oh, we'll run into him, don't worry. Everybody made me jealous that he didn't get to turn into like monster version Serene or whatever. Whatever the other choice not to take the medicine was, you guys. The urge was so strong, but I felt like we wanted to play, like, I had to play by my story thing first, you know? I really want to wreak havoc. That's why I'm one of those people, like, I play it the way that I think the story should go in my brain, or try to adhere to as much as what I can, and then after that it's like wreak havoc time, you know what I mean? Like, let's go crazy. TV time.
Welcome to the international headquarters of Monarch Solutions.
Everything's so
This
echoey.
state-of-the-art building has become world famous for its unique architecture and its iconic presence in the Riverport skyline. incorporating an unprecedented level of automation designed with both comfort and security in mind, complete with a zero-carbon footprint. The building provides a safe and environmentally friendly workplace for thousands of Monarch employees.
Safe?
Monarch Solutions. All we think about is the future.
Zero carbon footprint. Yeah, and a bunch of dead civilians.
There, yeah. I don't know if I'd say it's safe or anything, but, you know. Woohoo! Wait, where'd you go?
Mr. Hatch! I thought you... They said you're dead.
They are confused about a great many things. I have a little job for you.
But I mean, I'm not sure I should...
Monarch flunky?
You are still working for me.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say, Mr. Hatch.
Don't disobey that motherfucker. He will take you out. Okay? He took out a whole elevator's worth, and I would pay good money to see it, man. Can we see the top of the tower here? What is this? I guess I can just look at it. Things are glitchy, witchy, timey, wimey, wobbly. And where is this? It's not this, okay. Oh, hello. Oh, he's stuck. Poor dude, and he's just hanging out trying to...
The hell does that even mean?
Means get out, man, or go hide.
Poor bastard doesn't know anything about the train crash. Hope he doesn't have a heart attack when time resumes.
Hope he doesn't get smushed by anything oncoming or murdered by Martin Hatch or Paul Serene or any of the other madness running around, man. Okay, so he's watched that. I think we're good in the lobby here. Let's go up. Oh, we're gonna run into Martin Hatch. I wonder who the, like, boss is. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it would be Paul Serene, but then we've also got Martin Hatch, who definitely is a very antagonist of his own. Formidable antagonist of his own. Anything here? Nope. And we've also got Liam to deal with, who finally got his shifter suit. Oh, excuse me. Hello. Buddy. Die, bitch. I'll remember how to play the game in a minute.
What's going on in Paul's office? Thought I'd run into organized resistance.
There's this survival program, and you're either in it or you're irrelevant.
Whew.
Everybody's just scrambling, and Serene's acting weird. Nobody knows what's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Everybody's just waiting for it all to end. But you're gonna keep that from happening, right?
Yes, ma'am. Serene was like, yeah, you guys just enjoy the lifeboat protocol without me. And that freaked everybody out in there, I bet. Monarch radio note. Won't work.
Alright, how am I getting to Paul's office?
Oh. Radios don't work in the stutters. Radio waves get stuck, same as everything else. Use stutter-proofed hardline terminals instead. They really have figured everything out, you know what I mean? Any emails from me? Oh, yes, we got emails. Oh, it's not too long, though. From Luther Talbot, getting to be that time, to Pablo Torres. At 3 a.m. Hey Pablo, I think it's getting close. You better get your ass to a stutter-proofed area. I still can't believe this is real, but you've seen what it's like out there. Half the world's going to shit. Just glad we're in here. I don't know how it's all gonna play out, but at least this way we get a chance. Maybe we can fix things later. I bet those science guys can work it out, right? And hey, if you see that Jack Joyce asshole, just run, dude, okay? I was talking to Clarice, and I didn't realize this before, but I thought he was just some sneaky or lucky or something, but I saw battle reports from the field, and he's just a machine. Fucker shoots his way through everything, and everything we throw his way. Whoops. I know this place is safe, but I figure he'll show up sooner or later. I heard he's got some personal beef with Serene, so when he comes, you better stay out of his way. Let the jarheads handle that, if they can. If Joyce is coming after Serene, he's gonna be pretty mad when he finds out the boss took a chopper out. You hear anything about that? What the fuck was that about? So, it could get pretty ugly. See you when the dust clears, I guess. Stay safe, man. Luther Talbot. Oh, bye.
I really don't want to go outside. The world's just gone crazy.
The world's just going
There's no way for them to understand what's happening. Must be scary.
Scary. It's fucking terrifying. Everything freezes. Oh, shifter alert. Oh, shifter alert. Oh, it could be Dr. Kim because we know it's not Paul right now. If we had done Paul, it could have been Paul, right? If we hadn't taken the medicine, it could be either of them, but I bet it's Kim, Dr. Kim. Okay, attention. The lifeboat security protocols are now in full effect. This is from Clarice Ogawa to Monarch Headquarters Cronon active personnel. Our starter proofing has failed. We have reports of shifters in the building. You all know the drill. We have trained for this. Do not approach shifters alone. Remember, they are not restricted by the physical space in the same way we are. Deploy dampeners and watch your backs. Work in teams. Remember your tactics. Maintain your distance. Don't take unnecessary chances. Comms are unreliable due to the stutters, so pass the word to others and take advantage of the stutter collapses to communicate as effectively as you can. We are attempting to repair the stutter proofing as quickly as possible, but be advised that contrary to our earlier timeline, which gave us years to prepare, we believe that we are now on the verge of the final zero state, and every single stutter we encounter is more and more likely to be the one that never ends. That means our priorities have changed. The lifeboat protocol is in full effect, and ensuring its success is our only objective, whether the opposition is shifters, Jack Joyce, or anybody else. It's vital that we remember our training. If we do things right, we will make it out of this, and we will make our way into the lifeboat. Good luck, and make me proud. Woo! Could you imagine thinking you had years and you literally have hours or minutes to deal with any of this? That's pretty terrifying. We seem to be good. Up the elevator we go. Yeah, bye. Find a way into Serene's office.
I was getting closer to the countermeasure. Paul had the key to fixing the fracture all along, but he didn't see it.
There was nothing to see. He believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. That's why he used the countermeasure, the CFR, to create the lifeboat.
She's like, you didn't believe it. Oh, who's shooting at me? Oh no, it's these fuckers. What's up, buddy? Are you gonna break my elevator? Too bad Martin Hatch is here. Isn't here, rather. Wait. Wait. Oh my god. It's the stutter. That's a
What the fuck is
not
that?
a stutter. That's the fucking shifter.
Damn.
Wait, is that Martin Hatch? Or Dr. Kim? It kind of looked like Martin Hatch, not gonna lie. Like the outline, the silhouette that we kind of barely saw, but we don't really know what Dr. Kim looks like either. I mean, we've seen his picture, but not like his face or his outline. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. My brain. The panic. Okay, what is happening? Wait, there's a thing. I'm all over the place.
Mr. Hatch, sir. I mean, if I deactivate the stutter-proofing system, won't that, if time stops again, then the building will be...
Let me worry about that.
It's just that I'm really not sure this is okay. Couldn't we just check with
You're gonna
somebody?
get
Do I
toast,
have
buddy.
to look up your home address?
No, sir. I'll do it.
Do I have to look
See
up your
that you
home
do.
address? Fuck.
Those men died fighting something that lives outside of time.
The very reason our weapons program was built. Serene knew they were coming.
Weapons weren't doing the trick.
They sure weren't. Not for the shifters. Okay, from Paul Serene about Martin Hatch to the security team leads. Oh no, I'm scared that something's behind me. Martin Hatch has been detained, and his authority over Monarch Solution and its employees, along with his security clearance, has been rescinded. I want full security team watching him at all times. He is not to be given access to any computer systems or communications. Don't talk to him, and don't allow him to talk to anybody. Lock him down and keep him locked down. If he attempts to escape, shoot to kill. I'll deal with him when I'm done with the present crisis. Well, about the present crisis. Oh, fuck. That doesn't sound good. Anything else here that we should check in? Oh no, I should definitely take that. Oh boy. Okay, go poke the bear, shall we?
Can you get this door open for me?
I think so. Sorry, this isn't quite my forte. I know a guy who would do this in his sleep, and he's about as dependable. Oh, never mind, that's it.
He's about as dependable. Ma'am, he's dead! Don't speak ill of Charlie. He's a motherfucking hero. Oh god. Oh god. And they like Cronon active individuals, right? So I'm like a magnet for this dude, right? Oh fuck. fucking monster's still out there. Oh god. There's a computer here. That could be it. And I mean, for one, you better... Shit, yeah. Okay. They're just chit-chatting. Can I read this? I can't read it? It has like a little... Don't read right now. Oh god, do I have to trigger the shifter? What are you guys staring at? Hey! Okay, everybody. That was a bit rude. Dead bitches. You guys, there's something worse out here other than me, man. Okay, there's a bunch of you. Hi. Die, bitch. Toast. Toast. I'll take that. Are you dead yet? Nah, clearly not. Okay, I like my other gun better. Oh boy. He's dead anyway. Oh, that's not good. I wanted to read emails in peace. Oh shit. Take that. That works. Oh boy. I'm gonna go around the fucking juggernauts. Oh god, who's fucking spinning out here? Do you see the line? Okay. Ow. That's my bad. Got him. No? Oh my god, all the deaths are killing me. There we go. Okay, I think I got... Nope. Is he not dead? Oh, I got him. Okay. Ooh. Yowza. You fucker. Yeah, bitch. It's hard to go in circles because of the office desks. But I think I got it.
I gotta get to the countermeasure.
Yeah, bitch. She's out. Woo! Taken out, fucker. Okay, now can I read emails? Holy smokes. There's definitely got to be some things in this room, too. I'll take that. Thank you. Anything? Oh, fancy wancy. I love boards. Kind of.
Monarch had turned the entire city against them. Used threats.
Literally.
Violence to try to wipe out any evidence of their actions.
At least the
Wasn't
plan
working.
went through. Whoops. Okay, Monarch Hardline Protocol. Hardline Protocol. Eliminate initial witnesses with the Reaper Squad. Identify/prioritize further on-spec threats. Eliminate/intimidate/silence as required. No loose ends. Unfortunate accident, quote unquote. No access to the site. Stonewall. No follow-up statements. No proof equals nothing for the media to work with. Well, clearly not. Info warfare. See Charlie Wincott for details. Contain and shut down all online leaks. /track and neutralize users immediately. Disrupt cell phone connectivity / filter out content as required. Yes, people. That's not a great strategy. Clearly Hardline did not work out in our favor. Although I will say the plan did get to go into action rather flawlessly. Like, nothing happened with the lifeboat protocol. People just aren't happy here at the end of times with Monarch, but it honestly doesn't matter anymore.
You told me
die.
that Hatch had Paul's full support. I saw otherwise.
There was a temporary misunderstanding.
Ooh. Okay, from Vera Kovacs, that creepy asshole's gone, to Aleem Loden. Aleem, did you hear that Hatch is out? I don't know exactly what went down, but Holden from Acquisition says Hatch did something to really piss off Serene. Maybe something that involved blowing something up on the island? I don't know, and frankly, I don't know if Holden did either. It all sounds pretty crazy, even by Monarch standards. Anyway, Holden says Hatch got escorted out of the office by a whole bunch of armed security guards. I mean, that wasn't a, quote, security will escort you out of the building situation. Holden says it was for real, so I guess that guy's done. Good riddance. Maybe now we can get some work done without him Darth Vadering the crap out of us. That guy's always creeped me out. Oh, another thing too. You were right. Dr. Amaral came back. I was sure Joyce would just kill her, but nope, she made it back alive. Anyway, I'm glad I was wrong about that one. She's cool people. She picked a good time to come back too. Things are really getting bad outside. It's starting to dawn on me that we're really lucky to be in here, instead of stuck out there in all the craziness. They said there's planes coming down from the sky now. Crazy. Let me know you're okay, Aleem. V. Rumors. Shit's getting real. Alright, it looks like that's everything in this room, so let's continue towards the room where the shifter's at.
Fiona, I'm trying to get to the Sky Bridge.
Do we want to? There's a thing up there.
Sky Bridge. You're in marketing right now. That's... Okay. Yeah, I think I got it.
Marketing?
Jack, be careful. There's something really weird going on in this building.
Yeah, I'll bet. You mean not
Monarch
weird
was
about
scrambling.
the rest of the things?
Paul's empire was falling apart all around me. I'd never seen anything like it. But Paul had. That's what he was preparing for all those years. He didn't do a very good job.
Where did it go? I'm not dumb. I saw it. It was here. Is this where we need to go? I think so. Okay, let's look around real quick. Not that I want to find anything mysterious, but you know. Very ominous. Oh fuck, the whole hallway. Well, that's gonna be good. Are we gonna have to face that?
Shit.
Holy shit is right. No weapons I can take. Oh my god. Everything. Everyone. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's a dude. Oh my god, the fucking... Where is it? Up here? Aha. I'll take you that. Thank you. 2 of 3. Oh my god. Everybody's toast, man. How are we doing on upgrades, by the way? We have 8 available, so that's good. We definitely should use some. So we maxed out the bottom one, which is great. Let's do this one for the time stop. And then we have, what, 4 more? So let's do the maximum focus as well. And then we'll have the middle 2 of these 2 done. I don't tend to use the enemy threat detection as much, so I'll do that one probably last. But these 2 I tend to focus on. And then, is there anything that we have not heard yet? We heard this one, I believe.
It was him the whole time.
Yeah. So we've heard Diary 5. Have we heard this one?
It's only a matter of time before the sickness takes over. I've delayed the inevitable, taken the final treatment to reach the clarity necessary for my final actions. All I've built, everything I've done here, it can't be for nothing. The lifeboat cannot function without the CFR, the countermeasure. I've had a vision. I've seen Jack at the swimming pool holding the device. That's where I meant to stop him. That's where I must go. That's where this ends. I ordered Burke to guard the CFR chamber. I know he won't succeed, but at the very least he'll slow Jack down, make sure he comes out hurting. Now I have to finish the job. Know that everything I have done was necessary to assure our survival. Every life lost was in the service of our future. My fight ends today, but Monarch's has just begun.
Whoa.
The end of time cannot be prevented, but it can be endured. We will survive. We will survive.
Kudos to Paul, honestly, for sticking to his guns despite knowing that he's dying and that he won't be a part of it. Like, he genuinely is trying to save the bigger picture, the bigger part of humanity, right, with the people in the lifeboat. Like, and it's not just for selfish means. And I think that that's something that's very nuanced about Paul's character, because I feel like a normal, typical evil villain would destroy everything, including the lifeboat protocol, knowing that it won't save him at the end of the day, and that's not the case. On the other hand, he's kind of doubled down in his ruthlessness, and that's probably with the hardline approach that we took, because we now know that he willingly sent Liam to his death. Now, that's something that we could have surmised, obviously. You know, Liam's already dying, he got shot, he's full of adrenaline, he's, you know, he's not doing well. You can tell he's not doing well. I mean, he climbed up all the way to the stairs. He was practically dying when he met Serene, right, with his wife. But Serene was like, I'll take your wife and I'll take her to the lifeboat protocol, which he did actually do, which was surprising and good. Now we know for certain that Paul knew that he was going to die. So that's even darker in a way. But we've come to know that we will make the sacrifices necessary. We're taking the hardline fucking approach. Okay. Meeting Martin Hatch in the cell. I think we've heard this. Yeah, we've heard this. We've heard this. Diary 7, we have not heard.
Let's talk about Serene's condition. You're aware of how it started?
Uh-huh. Ground zero.
Monarch developed a treatment to curb his symptoms. Our reports state that you destroyed those treatments, rendering him defenseless as his sickness spread.
That's what the reports say, yeah. But I've never stepped foot in that lab.
You have no way of proving that.
Now, I find it curious. Dr. Amaral was working on a permanent cure for Paul's condition. But she was ordered to stop before research was complete. Sounds like somebody on the inside didn't want him to get better.
Sounds like you have an interest in this cure. It makes me wonder if you know anybody else suffering from the same symptoms. It makes me wonder if that is why you're truly here.
Or maybe I just really like the coffee here.
Okay, no, I think we have heard that one, so apologies if we have. I remember her saying something along the lines of, maybe there's someone else that you want cured, and then he said, maybe I really like the coffee. So I think we actually have heard that one. Sorry, guys. And these we have not heard.
We've got Dr. Amaral. If she can fix this machine, then this is it. I have mixed feelings. That notebook gave me some kind of sense of invulnerability. I always knew what came next. Once I enter that machine, from that point forward, this story's unwritten. I haven't told Jack this, but I have found things in this swimming pool. Scattered papers, journal entries in my handwriting. My journey from this point forward isn't gonna be easy. That much is clear. As long as we succeed, it's all worth it. This can't be for nothing.
Oh.
We will succeed. We have to. It's our destiny.
Oh, it's sad to hear Beth's voice knowing that she's toast. And it's sad to know that, like, or to hear her, like, her optimism, right? Because she was so full of that optimism, just like Jack. And then we know it gets kind of, like, broken out of her when she goes through the time machine and sees the end of time and everything, which is assuming that just looks like what this next diary is about. But I mentioned this before, but a quick thing to keep in our brains is she dies back in time, right? Beth from the future, 2016, goes to 2010. She gets killed in 2010, technically, but it's our Beth, obviously, who goes through the loop. if we are undoing the fracture in time, I wonder if it undoes the loop. That's something I've already said. But does it not just undo the loop? Does it reset everything to the moment before the fracture occurred? Right? So essentially, we go to the beginning that was the ending of things, but we get to the beginning, stop the fracture, if we can stop the fracture, and then does everything just progress there linearly or like not in the loop, right? If we fix it technically. So if that's the case and we have to go back to stop it then Beth has the potential to be alive at the end of the day. And then there's also still the thing with Will, right? There's that person who helps us mysteriously in the beginning, and I'm holding on to that shit. I think it's us. So we'll see.
February 28th, 1999. 2100 hours. He got away. Serene is gone. When Amaral sent me through the machine, I thought I'd come out on the other end with a solution in sight. I found the opposite. The end of time. I saw it. I don't know what that means. Ever since I was 8 years old, I saw proof that things happen for a reason, that they can't be changed, that I had a purpose. I don't know what to believe now. If what I saw was real, then anything we do to stop it will fail. If that's true, then what is this all for? What does it mean? I can't give up. I'm gonna complete the cycle. Find a solution. There's still hope. I have to believe that.
Oh, and then she lives 10 years and is like, fuck this. This one.
July 4th, 2010. I've spent years in denial. About what I saw. About its inevitability. The end of time. I wanted to believe maybe Jack was right. Maybe all this could be undone. Erased. I looked for proof. A loophole. Something. Jack's parents died in a car crash. 1999. I thought, maybe if I could stop it from ever happening, if that were possible, then I failed. I failed every time. Every time I tried to make things right. This is our destiny. The good and the bad, intrinsically tied to this path. It can't be bent. It can't be broken. No matter whether we succeed or fail, it still comes. I see it every night in my dreams, scraping away at my mind. The end of time is coming. And the only way I've been able to keep sane is by focusing on the present. What's here? Now, in front of me. But today is different. My whole life, I've had a mission. I'm gonna see it through. Even if there's no hope. Even if we fail. This is what I was meant to do. And I know what happens next. This will be my final entry.
Oh, it's almost like she knows she's gonna die. But maybe she does. I mean, there's nothing written in the journal, and why would you want to tell yourself that before everything happens, right? It would kill the motivation that the younger Beth needs in order to set everything up. And she gets to that point and is so broken. You can hear it in her voice. You can hear she doesn't have the same command and the same confidence, right? And she gets to that point, she's so broken it's not worth writing down, right? That journal that she gives early to herself too. She gives that journal like within the early years of Beth being there, before she really digests what it means to see the end of time for her, what she thinks it means. So there's definitely that, and we've seen all these. Okay, that's all the things. We're caught up. Back to the scary shit of slowly going in the tracks of the shifter here. What is this? Oh my god, fuck this guy. Oh, no screenplay? I just saw the screenplay thing and was like, oh my fucking lord. May 20th, 2016, 11:49 a.m. from Bruce Livingstone about my screenplay and new video. Oh. Hey Sophia, still haven't heard from you about my screenplay. I know you're busy with all your work, but this is really taking off in a big way, so let's try to get going on this, okay? If someone wrote me an email like that, I'm gonna tell you something. I know this thing is gonna be huge, so I went ahead and mortgaged my house to make this thing a reality. It's my dream and I'm gonna follow my dream. And once I get the Kickstarter going, this thing's gonna pay me back for the mortgage, so no problem. I already shot a short promo for the thing for the KS campaign. Oh, Kickstarter. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna star in it. Oh, fuck me. I'm gonna star in it, but I've got a really cool part for you too if you want it. You'd be perfect for it. Also, like I said, I'm gonna need all that science feedback soon. Let me know ASAP. Buddy, if she hasn't responded to you yet, she's not going to. Time stabber, is that what that said? Is that it? That's it? That's the promo? You didn't tell me anything. If I haven't read your screenplay, bro, I wouldn't know shit. Oh, good for you for pursuing your dreams. And the mortgage your house thing for something that you want is really real. I don't know if you guys know anybody that's done that, but I do. I know DPs that have mortgaged their house to buy the cinema cameras that they want to use so they can rent it out and, you know, have it for sets and stuff like that. I mean, it's...
They have a time machine here? Shit.
Kudos to people that...
This is where they brought the university core.
That can do that.
This is Paul's machine. Looks like they have it on the top floor.
Top floor. Ensure personally that CFR chamber is secured. Monarch paperweight with a note. Okay. Can we take the paperweight and throw it at the shifter? Because I don't think bullets are going to do shit. In fact, we know bullets aren't going to do shit. Is there anything around here? Oh, hang on. Almost missed this. Bernard Riker, a confession to Paul Serene. Sir, I know you won't have a chance to read this email until you return to the HQ, but I have turned this over in my head repeatedly and I see no other option than to let you know what I have done. I have deactivated the stutter proofing at the building. I had maintenance access and I used it. But I want you to know that I did it under tremendous duress. Martin Hatch left me no choice. He threatened my family, and I didn't know what else to do. I still don't. I know there are shifters out there. The stutter proofing is gone, and I don't have a chronon harness, so technically, I'm safe. The shifters only exist in stutters, and when one of those hits, I freeze, just like the rest of the world. So whatever happens during the stutter, I'm safe, barring some kind of desynchronization-related accident. What that means, though, is that one eye blink, I'm here, and the next one, there's 2 dead strikers on the floor, dead because of me. Their blood all over me from nowhere. I'm looking at them now, typing on my phone. I can smell the blood, and I don't know, ozone? I guess? And smoke. Their gears sparking. They'd be alive if I hadn't. I'm sorry. I think I'm hyperventilating. I don't know if I can hold it together much longer. I don't know why Hatch wanted this to happen, but he did. I think he wants the CFR for some reason. You can't trust that fucker, sir. I know you're close, but I think he's as evil as they come. I'm so sorry, sir. I'm not making excuses. I know I fucked up. I don't know how to deal with this. I have always respected your drive and your dedication. You have no idea, but I don't have those things. I'm just an engineer, and this is too much for me. If you come back and fix things, Please look after my family. They didn't have anything to do with this. Bernard Riker, Senior Chronon Tech. Oh, that's sad. I mean, we know the power that Martin Hatch has. And we literally watched him. He's like, I'm gonna look up your address. Ooh. I mean, he's definitely a threat. And, you know, he's your boss. So, like, what are you gonna do about it? Paul's an absentee boss. Martin Hatch has been running things for 17 years. Oh, this just looks not good. You know what I mean? There's people spinning out of whack. There's broken things. There's smoke everywhere. I mean, that's definitely not. End of the world is definitely nigh. Don't shut on me. Don't shut on me. Don't shut on me. Unless I have a titanium ring. There he is! Oh my god, is it Hatch? Or is it Kim? Hard to tell. Oh my god, it might actually be Hatch. Like, I said it like very briefly because of that preview, but it kind of looks like him. I don't know though.
What the fuck? Was that Hatch?
Oh, he's got the same questions. Jack, you and me are in the same mindset.
All personnel, stay clear of the lower levels. There's a possible hazard. Repeat, stay clear of the lower levels. There appears to be a train crashed into the building. The situation is under control.
Is it?
All personnel should remain in secure areas. There are intruders in the building. Repeat, remain in secured areas.
Is it secure? I don't know if it is. There's definitely something in here, but I can't get to it. Oh boy. What was that? So he kind of knocked me on my ass, but he didn't actually hurt me. So I wonder if it is Hatch and he just wants us to get to like Serene and fuck him up, right?
Another door I need help with, Fiona.
You're at Serene's office. Good. Just a second. This one's a little tricky. Serene's got access to the CFR chamber, and there's going to be a pretty dangerous guy there guarding.
Liam?
Got it. Just be careful, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your help.
Paul was already gone, but he left behind the one thing I needed.
Yeah, fuck Paul. We're gonna deal with the CFR. Untitled note. I have left this message here for you to find so that soon, when the time comes and I ask you to choose, you can do so with your eyes open and with some hint of understanding. I have no secrets, and the only things I chose to omit are the ones that you, in your current limited state, would not be able to grasp, no matter how hard I tried to make you understand. I once walked down the same path you are on now. Once, from your perspective, a long time ago, although time no longer has such meaning to me. I came in contact with a time machine. In my case, it was not a man-made device, but a natural one, in a cave. It should come as no surprise, really, that such things exist, much like natural nuclear reactors do exist, such as the now defunct ones at Oklo, Africa. After all, the Meyer-Joyce field has its irregularities. I too became Chronon active. I too developed Chronon syndrome, and in time I too lost control and became a shifter. Became at once everything and nothing, was everywhere and nowhere, died countless deaths, and was still alive. My every probability, every possibility happening at once. I promised I would not lie. Thus, I tell you, the noise and the pain and the rage were more than anyone could suffer and not go insane. I burned in this fire for a long time. There were brief moments of awareness in this endless nightmare, different versions of certain moments in my life that I found myself reliving again and again, trying to make things right, like a puzzle, on and on and on. I am convinced that the Stutters and the end of time saved me, for those were the only places, the only times where I could even briefly stop and rest and slowly find focus and control again, and ultimately master this state, not emerge from it, not be cured, not go back to what I was before, for there is no such thing, but to learn to be in one place and everywhere at once. My perception is altered, like that of someone who has seen a perceptual illusion, and discovered that the picture is both a young girl and an old woman at the same time. Once you see both, you can never not see them. We are such limited beings. We play with just one piece, on just one square, on an endless chessboard, just one life, one timeline, in an infinite multiverse of possibilities. Am I an exception? The only one who has found a way to the other side? Or is this just a shifter's brief dream before a stutter collapses? There are other shifters. You, your best friend who is now your mortal enemy, Dr. Kim, others, some of whom you know. It doesn't matter who, because they are gone, and when they emerge, if they ever emerge, they will not be who they were, just as I am not who I was before. I've done my part in helping you all achieve this state. If time is an ocean with a frozen surface, then the stutters and the end of time are holes in that ice, opportunities to come up for air. I have a plan. It's already in motion, but it would be futile to try and explain it to you, like trying to explain 3 dimensions to someone who can only see 1. But make no mistake, I do not look down on you. I strive for humility, even as I shift this world from one state to another. I will make this possible. I stand in between. I don't see myself as a gate. I remain humble. I am something smaller. A hatch. What? I had a feeling as I was reading this note that this was becoming Martin Hatch, especially because of the power that we're beginning to see from him, right? We know that he's a lot more than he seems to be, and he appears to be, and they just confirmed it, basically a shifter. As he says, there are other shifters, you. So he's saying that we're a shifter, Jack Joyce. So that's interesting, and that makes sense in a way, and maybe it's just not, like, consuming us yet, right? That the sickness... I did mention this, I think, before, when Clarice Ogawa mentioned that we need a cure for something, that we might potentially need the cure because we were there at Ground Zero, and if Beth is truly dead, then we're the only other person that would have been there, right? So if Paul got it from Ground Zero, then why wouldn't we have, having been there, right? When it all happened. The only thing that could possibly have saved us was us, like, shifting out of time when that moment happened, and we were able to essentially time machine ourselves back, and but naturally, without the use of an actual machine, right? His ability, Jack's ability to do that, definitely lends to the idea that he could be a shifter, somebody that can shift between all states of matter and time, right, at all points, and that we just have a control over it somehow. But me, our best friend who is now our mortal enemy, that would be Paul, and then Dr. Kim, the only one that leaves out, obviously, is Mr. Hatch. And then this at the end here, if an ocean with a frozen surface, is definitely the lingo that we're learning from Remedy, right? It's not a lake, it's an ocean. The thing at the bottom here, I stand in between. I don't see myself as a gate. I remain humble. I'm something smaller, a hatch, right? I don't see myself as a gate. This is definitely kind of the allusions to maybe someone bigger like Mr. Door, who is himself, as he put it, a door, but somebody who also stands between. So you guys were saying in the comments of my Alan Wake video that Hatch is not Mr. Door, but he is someone similar. Either a foil and a kind of a mirrored version of Mr. Door in this alternate world, kind of the way that Jack Joyce is a mirrored version of Tim Breaker. But there is definitely something to be said about how Mr. Door is named Mr. Door, right, as somebody between worlds, and we know he can go between worlds easily, right? That's what we know from Alan Wake, and it looks like while Mr. Door is able to do that between the worlds, like the Dark Place and the real world, Mr. Hatch can go between time and states of matter and states of being. So there's definitely something similar but different there. Just references that we're diving into. Oh, what is that?
We have a mission. Prep the chopper.
Ready to lift off in 15, sir.
Oh my
What's
God,
the profile?
It's
Full
the man.
tactical complement. And we're going to need a tech squad for assembly. I'll brief them on the way.
Copy that. Good hunting, sir.
Ooh, we get to see Clarice in full tactical gear for some reason. Oh, we're in his office. Yeah, we recognize this. We were just here. And
my office alarm went off. Is that you skulking around, Jack?
Fuck you. I'm done playing games. I'm here for what you stole.
Yes, of course.
The CFR. If you understood just how much depended on that, you'd leave it alone. But I know you don't care.
You're right. I don't. And it looks like you're not here to stop me.
Yes. Yes, everything will play out as it has to play out. I'll see you very soon, Jack.
Let's break that shit. We don't need that. Oh yeah, that's right. He was like, go to the Bradbury swimming pool. That's what he meant by the pool. When for some reason when he said that, I was like, is there a pool level?
You done dancing your tune, you crazy bastard.
Yeah, baby. We're opening up access.
Now just a couple of minutes between stutters.
Fuck.
The countermeasure was Paul's prize. Everything he'd built was based on Will's device. His plan depended on it. You better believe I look forward to taking it from him.
We're still stubborn in our idea that it will work, despite there's no backing for it. Alright, the final instructions. Did we read this? No, we have not. From Paul Serene to Clarice Ogawa. Final instructions. Clarice, as you know, I have a mission to embark on, so I'll try to be brief. I have initiated the Lifeboat protocol over Martin's objections. Given how things have developed since then, I'm glad I did. I don't fully understand Martin's motives, but it's obvious he's moving against me, and against the entire survival plan itself. I know you have worked closely with him, and I know that this must come as a shock. So this must be his response that we didn't get to see yet, because in the last episode, last time we were here, we saw Clarice's email to Paul Serene where she was saying, I implore you to think otherwise about the actions of Martin Hatch, and she was trying to advocate for him. So this must be his response to her. It's also alarming that in evading capture, Martin took out an entire security team. For an unarmed man who's ostensibly not combat trained, that should be impossible. Obviously, this is highly alarming news. I don't know if he had help or if there was more to Martin than we have come to suspect, but he's had free reign over this company for a long time, and he's extremely resourceful and persuasive. It's not clear to me who I can trust at this point, but I know I can depend on you. Those are some words. I trust that you will see things through in my absence and ensure the stutter-proofing stays up. In particular, I would appreciate if you would ensure that Dr. Amaral stays safe in the lifeboat. She has been through a lot during the past 24 hours, and she's still managed to make her way back to us and bring vital intel. Thank you for your loyal service, Clarice. It has always been appreciated. Paul. Wow, he's putting a lot of trust in her. Despite knowing that shit could easily be hitting the fan. So there's a lot of things to...
Only one of Serene's treatments survived the explosion. His time was running out.
So was everybody else's.
Literally, we're all running out of time. We know we need to go downstairs, so let's check out what's up here. Oh, Sophia. From Sophia Amaral, via the Time Machine Core to Paul Serene. Paul, don't worry about it. We're on schedule. Your Time Machine core from the university has been transported to the HQ, and it's currently being installed in the new Time Machine frame we've built for it. You'll have direct access to it from the CFR chamber as requested. And no, before you ask, you can't actually access the CFR chamber from the Time Machine. That elevator can only be activated from within the chamber, so no one working on the machine can get to the CFR. I thought you would appreciate that layer of added security. I know how important it is to keep the CFR safe. Anyway, I know you don't actually intend to use the Time Machine, but should you ever need it, all we need to do is deploy the corridor. It's actually all hooked up now, and we're still running the final diagnostics. The tech should be ready with it before the gala's over. Dr. Sophia Amaral. So that's the last message that she sends. Let's read the first one. Oh my god, this is a long email chain. Oh boy. Okay. To Paul Serene from Sophia Amaral. October 7th. Paul, we have now finalized the plans for acquiring and transporting the Time Machine core from the university lab. Your instructions are quite clear. We won't actually move in until your younger self has entered the machine, and the men will try to take the Joyces alive with the understanding that Jack Joyce in particular could be a threat, and neither can be allowed to escape under any circumstances. I'm still quite uncomfortable with all this, Paul. I understand your reasoning, and I know the stakes are high, but I don't want to see anybody hurt. It's antithetical to my role as a scientist, and I wish you'd reconsider. Surely there's a better way to resolve this. Moral implications aside, the loss of Dr. Joyce's expertise alone would be a great blow. If everything goes smoothly and quietly, we will have to transport the core directly to the Monarch Tower via ground route. if there's commotion and it seems there's any risk of detection, we will instead airlift the core to our dry docks operation and then move it discreetly from there to the HQ. The construction of the new time machine frame at the top of the tower has been finished since last year. Once we have received the core, it will be installed into the time machine per your orders. I know you don't intend to use it, but even with the limitations the nature of time travel imposes on us, I have to say it seems like a great waste not to take advantage of such a resource, both from a strategic and a scientific point of view. Dr. Sophia Amaral, head of research. And then he responds with this. Sophia, I understand why you would feel that way, but this isn't something I take lightly. It's my experience that time travel only complicates things, and while my own trip through time has given us great opportunities, it also set me on this path, and I want to control it, not use it. But can you? This is the same problem that Beth has. They both are aware that they can't change things, but they are trying to control it and or change things. And I guess that's the human nature thing. I've already mentioned this, but it's interesting to see that the two people that know most of all the people, they know the most that they can't do anything about it, are still trying to, if that makes sense. Okay, that said, I want to have my machine ready to use for emergencies. My foreknowledge of future events will end very soon, and it might prove to be useful to have the option of obtaining more detailed information from the future. Obviously, given that the furthest you can go back is the machine's activation at the university, visiting the past seems fairly useless. So, when they do activate the machine at the university, Paul at that time knows of no other time machine. But this Paul should know about the one in 1999, so either he's forgetting that moment in this fact, which I don't think he is, or he's just making sure that Sophia only knows about the activation at the university and nothing further, that there is no one from 1999. Because this is twice that she's mentioned that there's no further back from the activation except the university moment. But we do know that there is because he activated it in 1999. Will activated it in 1999, which is how all of this happened. So he's not telling Sophia that on purpose, I think. Also, ensure that the machine is heavily guarded at all times. Nobody is allowed to operate the machine besides myself, and I want the corridor to remain undeployed unless I give specific orders to the contrary. As for the Joyce brothers, I intend to give William the option of joining us, if possible, but I know him. He's a very stubborn and unstable man, and I don't know if we could ever trust him. I don't need to remind you that he built that ridiculous little workshop with very limited resources and a device that broke the local physics at ground zero and caused my Chronon syndrome. I don't intend to give him a chance to show us what else he could do if he decides that we're a target. That, along with the visions I have seen, there are certain sentimental reasons that make me wish I could let William live, but I doubt he makes it possible for us. As for Jack, I'm not too worried about him. It took me a long time to master my abilities, so Jack shouldn't be a major problem unless he manages to use stutters to escape the area. Luckily, stutters should be very rare in these early stages of the fracture. Still, I've come too far to take any chances and I'd prefer to take him alive, but nothing can be allowed to put our plan at risk. I'm sorry to have to involve you in something like this. I know it's not something you signed up for, and as I said, I don't expect you to be personally involved with that part of the operation in any way. I'm not particularly happy about this part myself, and I wish I had better options, but our circumstances are as they are, and I have come too far to falter now. I hope you understand. And then she responds to Paul Serene from Sophia Amaral. Paul, yes, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to add to your burden, and I know that these are hard decisions. You can count on us to proceed as planned. I know you're exceptionally busy now that the time is almost upon us, but I was hoping you'd have time for dinner. Dr. Sophia Amaral, head of research. Interesting. To Sophia from Paul. Sophia, please update me on our progress with the time machine core relocation. Where are we with this? Thank you. So she's trying to be nice, I guess, and reach out, and he really rebuffed that. No dinner. And then the first message that we read. So back to just work. You got work zoned there, sir. Ma'am, you got work zoned there, ma'am.
Paul spent a long time running Monarch in secret. It probably didn't help with that whole disconnected from reality thing.
A little bit. Reflections on the end of time. I wish my memories about the end of time were clearer, but it was anything but a clear time in my life, and the world was such a jumble, a frozen mess of different timelines crashing together. I was running for my life the whole time, trying to avoid the shifters, not an ideal state of mind for gathering intel. And it didn't help that she kept chasing me, trying to kill me. Beth Wilder, one of my own people. It was her all along. Even then, trapped at the end of time, as little as I understood about what was going on, I could tell she wasn't like me. that she didn't have the powers I did. I knew she had some kind of technology that kept her going in that suspended hell. Of course, I had no idea that it was a device that I would eventually have my people develop. I suppose I should appreciate the irony that it was her chronon harness, my own chronon harness, that it gave me the idea for the Lifeboat protocol, the idea that our technology could let humanity survive the end of time. I suppose I have to thank her for that. And she paid for her sins in the end. But she left her mark on me. I know the time to pay for mine is quickly approaching, but not just yet. Back then, when Wilder and I played our game of cat and mouse at the end of time, if I had had an ounce of the control over my powers that I do now, things would have turned out very differently between the two of us. She was strong and had the training, and I was young and weak and scared. Even so, my abilities gave me an edge. I was lucky she didn't have the full striker gear. She was the one with the upper hand. I didn't learn to properly control my abilities until much later. In those days, they were unpredictable and operated on instinct. Control didn't come easy. I can't help but be aware that this doesn't seem to be the case for Jack. His mastery is growing by leaps and bounds. Is it just because that's the way he's always been? Fast on his feet, bold and adaptive? Or is it the fracture affecting him too? I thought we could contain him. It's cost us dearly. It's not a mistake I will make again. Ooh. Interesting to know. So I think that's everything up here. Obviously we have, what was that? Something over here? I think it's below me though. I didn't get that one that was in the closet, but maybe when I go through the lab, the downstairs access, and then go down, maybe it'll give me something closer to what we were trying to get, because we left that one in the hallway. We'll find something. So these boards.
17 years he lived through twice. All of it mapped out, from memory.
He knew the market trends before they occurred. He had the tools to make a fortune.
What everybody wants to do. When they go back in time, they're like, oh, I should go buy Starbucks stock or Apple stock or whatever. Like, that's what everybody says when you hear about time machine, time travel stuff. Like, if I could go back in time, you know, whatever. And, like, Paul did it. Like, literally did it. It's pretty funny. Alright. Anything else down here? Yes, there's stuff over there. Anything over here? Nope. Just the underground tunnel and whatever this is.
Paul saw what was coming. It broke him. He refused to believe that it could be changed. And he cast aside the only people who could have convinced him otherwise.
Yeah. And he was wrong. We know he was wrong because he predicted, as we saw in the other episode, he said that it was going to come in 2021, the end of time. And it is literally happening now. So, whoopsie daisies. Uh-huh. This is from Sophia to Paul, and it's just one long-ass email from her. So let's... To Paul, Serene, and Martin Hatch. Okay. Paul, Martin, I know you've both been arguing that the Quantum Ripple Causality Research Subdivision has great potential, and we should keep it funded. I must once again implore you to reconsider. I'll be the first one to admit that the technology is impressive. The fact that doctors, Morphin, and Rangers can actually track the consequences rippling out from minor shifts within the Meyer-Joyce field is incredible, and the level of informational detail they managed to obtain is amazing. But here's the thing. They've been at this for 2 years now, and they have not produced a single useful result. Yes, we can trace the actual events from their small inception to the point of actual consequences, very much in keeping with the basic chaos theory concept of the butterfly flapping its wings. But, well, so what? Every single thing that happens in the universe is a result of such a chain of events. Being able to see the chain offers no real insight to anything due to the very randomness of the process. Furthermore, it's utterly misleading. You could say that some tiny event or tiny decision in my life yesterday led me to writing this email, and that's technically true, but so did some tiny event or tiny decision in my life 15 years ago. It's all a chain. The event yesterday didn't take place in a vacuum. It didn't come out of nowhere. So what's the point? We have no control over it. We don't get to direct it, and we get no useful information out of it. Also, have you actually seen the reports they generate? From a technological point of view, the way that they manage to automate their analysis of the fluctuation signatures within the Meyer-Joyce field is impressive, but again, it's all meaningless babble with no practical applications. Their personal remarks on the reports are even worse. With all due respect, Ron and Terry and their indisputable technical expertise, I don't know what they're doing, and I'm not sure they do either. It's like they're coming up with the stuff at random. The above outlines my concerns as to the futility of the entire process, and I suspect that may not be enough to sway you, but I have one final point which I think you should consider very, very carefully. The entire program is an unforgivable waste of Monarch resources. I don't mean money. Although the entire quantum ripple causality research subdivision is costing us millions and millions of dollars, but that doesn't really matter because I know we can afford that. However, there's more vital resource they're consuming. Each time they fire up the rig and delve into the Meyer Joyce field, they eat up a huge amount of chronon particles. Those are a finite resource, and as you know, we are projecting that Ground Zero's yield will rapidly diminish as the fracture takes hold, which will happen very soon. You may not understand the real impact of this, so let me put it in very practical terms. Every single time they detect and analyze a quantum ripple, it costs us a week of potential lifeboat runtime, minimum. Given Monarch's primary purpose and the total lack of useful results, I believe that's a luxury we cannot afford. I recommend shutting them down immediately, or at the latest, during our next reorg. We can reallocate their resources to something useful and put Ron and Terry's expertise into great use designing the lifeboat. I'm sure we wouldn't regret putting them to work on that, given their track record of working on Chronon Tech. Sophia Amaral. Interesting. So she's trying to help sway things in one way or the other. Ooh boy! Okay, I think that's everything down here. So we got the boards and all of the papers and stuff. So let's continue. Secure the countermeasure. Oh boy. Yeah, that's right. We gotta go down first to go get to the lifeboat protocol.
Dr. Amaral was the one thing keeping Paul alive, but reading through their exchanges, there was something more than professional going on.
That's not my place to comment on.
That's not my place to comment on. It definitely seems like it. She's asking for dinner, and she's like grabbing his hand. Like, she obviously cares about him more than just a patient or a boss. You know what I mean? They've been hinting at it like over and over and over again. And I was gonna mention something about it, but like at the end of the day, like, I mean, okay, they're sleeping together. They both have stressful jobs. Let it out. And they're on very personal basis. I mean, she's the only one that gets to see this poor man suffer when he suffers and take care of him. It's hard not to care for somebody and not care about them, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay, Sophia's personal notes. October 9th. I find myself at a loss. We knew that the fracture would arrive. It was clear very quickly that the process was occurring much faster than Paul's projections. His experiences had led us to believe. That was alarming in itself, but there's another concern with the fracture. Paul's condition seems to be accelerating rapidly. I don't know what to do about either one of these issues. I haven't had the chance to examine Paul properly, and of course he won't consent to any real tests at this point. He won't take the time, not with the situation being as critical as it is. He has to prepare for the gala, to take care of every stupid little thing Martin trots out for him. He won't think of himself at all, and I'm afraid that'll cost us dearly. So I don't know, I'm just speculating, but I believe this acceleration is a reaction to the stutters in time, in zero state. His wave function is further disrupted by the excessive chronon energies within his body. Before the university incident, before the fracture, the condition was progressive, but controllable. The lack of stutters helped to keep it in check. Now, its progress is rampant, and I worry that it may reach a critical point soon. We always knew that was a possibility, but all of our projections assumed we would have years, time enough to come up with a cure or a way to stop its progress. Which means there's a very real chance that in the near future Paul's condition overtakes him, and if he does become a shifter, I don't know what to do about it. We haven't been able to help Dr. Kim. I don't know what we could do for Paul. There's the confirmation. I don't know what to do. The treatments are still working, but they take a toll on him, and their effect is greatly diminished. I'm concerned we may hit a point where he's forced to use them so often, the treatment becomes worse than the condition itself. And yet, I don't see any other options. He will not rest. He insists on doing so much. I know he chafes under his dependence on the treatments. He sees it as a weakness. I'm afraid I may lose him. So, either it's only on her, and she, like, has this love for Paul that he doesn't reciprocate, or he reciprocates and we just haven't really seen it. She asked for dinner and he totally shut her down, but maybe not through work channels is not the best way to ask for dinner, you know what I mean? So that could also be the case. He does seem to care about her until she defies his visions. So there is that.
Paul was a powerful man, the leader of an empire, but behind the veil, he was a dying man. The signs were clear.
Very. And there's something behind me? It's like up and to the right, but I don't know where it is. Maybe we access it from this way? Walk away. Oh fuck, it's Liam. He doesn't sound so good.
Just one of you. Rick. Look, you have to realize you're not going to keep me from the CFR. You don't look like you're in any shape for this.
Emily.
Oh, it's me now. I was like, am we gonna watch the battle? Because I'm here for it.
Of course he's got one of those fucking things.
Can I? I can't use any of the. Oh shit. Oh. I was wondering why my powers weren't working. The thing. How do I stop it? Not that way. Fuck. He's got a dampener in here. Shit. I think it's that thing right there. You need to come over here, buddy, and then I need to get over there, back over there. Bruh! Turn that shit off. How do I turn it off? Turn it off! Does that work? Does that work? I think it works. Don't shoot me. Liam! Not like this, buddy. I think I need to shoot it, but it's not doing any exploding. It's not giving me any signs that that's working. Is there anything around me? Sorry, Liam. Hold up. I need to find how to kill you, man. Ah! Okay, I guess I just can't take it down. So I just gotta kill him? Is that what I gotta do? Can I kill him in that suit? Without the back thing? I do seem to do damage. Where'd you go, buddy? Oh, toast. I think I just gotta kill you, buddy.
Of course he's got one of those fucking things.
I think it's just you. Oh, did I do it? Did I do it?
Don't do it, man. Just stay down.
Fuck you. I've got too much writing on this. You're not going anywhere.
So interesting, because we know who Liam is, but Jack doesn't. Like, he's got no meaning for him. He's just another soldier. And like, we've spent so much time with Liam to know like what he's fighting for and what he's after, and it's so interesting that we get that perspective, right? But Jack never gets that, right? He's been removed from the whole situation with what's going on internally with Monarch. So what an interesting moment for us.
Seeing that face put it into perspective. They were all misled, manipulated to believing they were doing what was right, what was necessary.
Liam Burke made his choice.
Liam Burke was an unnecessary casualty, one of way too many.
Aw. I guess Jack in the end gets to know who he is. Okay, is there things now that we can get to?
They'd stockpiled all the chronon particles from Ground Zero to keep the lifeboat running.
Enough to hopefully last until a proper solution was discovered.
Oh boy. Okay, Sophia Amaral chronon particle stockpile update to the lifeboat maintenance crew. October 9th, 11/11. Make a wish. Everyone, please be advised that we are now at a point where lifeboat activation may occur. Accordingly, I have ensured that the preparations are underway for activation. As a part of that, what Chronon particle stores still remain at Ground Zero harvesting operation are being moved to the headquarters and placed into the Master Chronon Particle Repository, ready to be placed under the CFR's control. Please be aware that what we have managed to accumulate until this point is very likely to be all the Chronon particles we ever have access to. Due to the fracture's effects on the Mayor Joyce field, the Ground Zero anomaly is showing definite signs of weakening. As a result, the Chronon particle yield decreases drastically and will soon drop to baseline. While we will obviously continue more traditional Chronon particle harvesting operations in order to maximize our stockpile, we all need to recognize that sourcing them outside of the Ground Zero conditions is extremely inefficient. Or, in plain terms, unless we find another source of Chronon particles, and I don't believe we will, what we have now is all we will ever have. Please be aware that the use of all Chronon technology eats our limited resources, and while we of course recognize that we still need to have our strikers and our other soldiers operate in Stutters, each operation undertaken will eat away at our stockpile, and, in very real terms, cost us days of the lifeboat runtime. Accordingly, we have to plan all use of this technology closely and choose our battles carefully. That said, we should also realize the ongoing situation with Jack Joyce constitutes an emergency and will most likely require unconventional Chronon particle investments. Just the same, we should be aware of the cost. I expect to see projected Chronon particle consumption rates for the foreseeable future and simulations of how long our stockpiles will last, adjusted for all the scenarios we have discussed. See our last meeting minutes in our next Monday meeting. Sophia Amaral. Yeah, it's kind of a problem, like everything uses the same source.
The lifeboat revolved around the countermeasure. He knew Will would try to take it back. That's why he was killed.
Okay,
he knew I'd try to do the same eventually.
Clearly, he was right.
Okay, I had to stop recording, and then I went to go... I read this, and I went to go into the room because there's nothing else to find after this, and that's unfortunate. We only missed one thing. Fiona said that her friend unlocked the room, and then I didn't get to anything else in there. So I'm going to read this and then go in there. But we found 18 of 18 with this and then the other email in the room. So that's kind of fun. Anyways, 29th of September 2016 from Lauren McStevenson. Read me right now, CFR procedures. And boy, is she pissed, by the way. Alright. People, because there seems to be a certain lack of clarity about when it's appropriate for someone to enter the CFR chamber and mess with the Chronon field regulator, and because I just had to fire Kevin Janeway because he did the exact same thing, let me remind you of the approved CFR procedure. You do not touch the CFR. Period. I may touch the CFR because I'm the lead technician in charge of it. Dr. Sophia Amaral may touch the CFR because she's our head of research and she knows what she's doing. Mr. Paul Serene may touch the CFR because he's Paul fucking Serene and it's his CFR. Nobody else touches the CFR. On occasion, some enormously lucky individuals who have been personally trained by me and are proven to be very, very dependable and incredibly good at their jobs, who don't have a track record of trying to enter the CFR chamber like paint-huffing imbeciles because they just wanted to take a closer look at it, and who have remembered to bribe the lead technician in charge of the CFR with Tom Waits tickets, may be given written instructions to perform specific procedures on the CFR. That will be a great honor and a sign of significant degree of trust. And those people should be accorded all professional respect and appropriate degree of brown-nosing and or passive-aggressive displays of envy by their peers. Or to put it another way, you do not touch the CFR unless you want to join Kevin in the how to stop being an arrogant dumb shit who jeopardized the only hope of a future for the entire human race because his mansplaining ass thought the CFR really needed was a random dude who knew better self-improvement course down at the unemployment office, which is where I'm sure he was taken by those armed men. I kind of paraphrased there for a second, sorry about that. There are no exceptions to this. The entire lifeboat protocol depends on the CFR being present, properly connected, and functioning normally. You do not want to jeopardize this. This is bigger than any of us, and we are not here to fuck around. Lauren McStevenson, lead CFR tech. See what I mean? She's a bit feisty. Alright, so the only thing that you missed was like literally 2 minutes. I said goodbye to Liam. And I tried to go find the Chronon source, but we are literally locked in this room, and I couldn't find it out there. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find it. But it's fine. So Fiona opened the door. She's like, okay, this is the access that I have because of Charlie, who I think is there dead on the floor, but I didn't check yet. And he said that it looks like a shrine, and then Fiona said it's all us from here, and there's nothing else she can do. So there's a couple things it looks like that we need to check. but I was going to read this email first, which completes our 18 out of 18 narrative things. So here are the personal notes on the CFR, dated January 5th, 2011, from Man, the Myth, and the Legend Dr. Henry Kim himself. So, this thing feels like a conundrum wrapped in a puzzle. It is an incredible piece of technology, and I feel like we're only scratching the surface of what it can do. And we have already learned so much. I thought I had a good understanding of the intricacies of chronon particles and their practical applications before, and now I realize that I've still got a great deal to learn. The chronon field regulator, as I've decided to call, is a little miracle. How such a small device can do so much is beyond me. I know it taps into the Mayor Joyce field, but I don't know how. My experiments just show it can do it. It also can manipulate the field. I just wish I knew how. Still, the mechanics of the operation give me ideas, new avenues of thought I've been trying to find for such a long time. The task I've been set by Mr. Serene has, frankly, stumped me for years, knowing that what we observe as the passage of time is just a result of chronon particles being constantly generated within the Mayor Joyce field is a simple fact I've been aware of for a long time. But being able to manipulate those particles in a meaningful way, well, that's another question. The mechanics of the situation are clear, almost frustratingly so. In a zero-state environment, there are no chronon particles, and thus time is frozen. The idea of artificially flooding an area with chronon particles to enable the passage of time is the obvious solution, but actually finding a way of doing that, that's something else. Not only are chronon particles incredibly difficult to source, so obtaining enough to actually stutter-proof an area for any time longer than a fraction of a second has always seemed impossible. Perhaps even more importantly, the mechanism of manipulating the particles in a way that would actually allow me to define a certain volume of space as stutter-proofed has constantly eluded me. Well, Ground Zero has solved the former problem for us. We're almost up and running, and very soon we will have the ability to harvest chronon particles at useful rates. We'll be able to buy a truly formidable stockpile of them in years to come. As for the latter problem, manipulating the chronon particles, it seems to be something the CFR does with ease. Its ability to tap into the Mayor Joyce field and the effect changes in its topology is exactly what I need. Unfortunately, I don't know how it does it, and I don't have a clue, and I don't know how to effectively control these effects, but my research into the practical effects of its operation has given me ideas for a different kind of chronon technology that works in a somewhat similar principle, except instead of tapping into the Mayor Joyce field, it generates a similar localized field of its own, an artificial chronon particle field, and within that field we can manipulate chronon particles at will. This means that we should be able to create stutter-proofing technology, allowing us to shield a certain area from the effects of zero state, and I believe I will be able to miniaturize the technology to allow personal devices with the same effect, almost like an environmental suit of sorts, with a harness the user would wear to create a chronon field around his body. There are still many challenges here, one of which is that any significant volume of stutter-proofed space will incur an unacceptably high drain on chronon particles, which are decidedly a limited resource. Obviously, with the Lifeboat protocol requiring a large stutter-proofed area that we can maintain for years, quite possibly decades, this is a critical issue we have to solve, and Mr. Serene has made that quite clear to me. Frankly, even with Mr. Hatch backing me, the thought of disappointing Serene over this makes me quite anxious. I understand his concerns, and they are of course entirely founded, but the man's intensity is unnerving. In any case, I am hopeful that I will figure out this problem soon, hoping to be able to use the CFR itself to regulate the flow of chronon particles. Given its nature, I suspect it might be eminently suitable for the role in the Lifeboat project, and cut down our chronon consumption rate by a great margin. My control over the CFR is limited, but this seems to be a very basic functionality for it, so I'm optimistic that I can do it. I'm still looking into it, one thing at a time. We've already made great progress, and I will say that Mr. Serene's been quite complimentary with these successes, so I think he'll give us the time we need. Well, it's not like he has a lot of choice in the matter. I'll be honest, the CFR is becoming a bit of an obsession for me. I wish I could sit down and have the conversation and just ask those questions. How did he build it? What is it actually for? But I've been denied the opportunity. A part of me wants to open the CFR up and get to the bottom of it, but the potential consequences terrify me. We've already seen what it can do if unleashed. Even worse, there's a possibility that I couldn't put it back together, and just the idea of making a mistake like that is a positively bowel liquefying thought. Having to explain that to Mr. Serene, no thank you. So, as it is, I have only dared to open up a bit of the casing to get a rough idea of some of the engineering inside. It's amazing work, and it has certainly been a lesson in humility for me. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm a very fast learner, and this has to be the most important work anyone has ever engaged in the history of humanity. If we succeed in our mission, the world will not soon forget the name of Dr. Henry Kim. If we succeed, sir. So that's 18 of 18 narrative things. Yoo-hoo! And I caught it. Not on camera, but we got to read it, and that's what counts.
There'd been some kind of struggle in the chamber. I didn't know the details. Somebody cleaned it up.
A man named Charlie Wincott. I believe he chose to take a stand. Unfortunately, it ended badly for him.
Fiona's friend.
Well, it seems to be that kind of work environment.
Literally, though. And he's not a fighter. Like, you know, going up against someone like Liam, even if he is injured, I mean, what chance did Charlie really have? Even Mr. Hatch or anybody who was going to go up there. Knowledge is power. Locate all the intel items. Woohoo! That's exciting. I got that achievement. Data Samurai is what it says. Is there anything else here? It just gives me the chronon source that seems to be in that direction, but nothing else. Okay, looks like we got everything. CFR time.
It took 11 years for Will to build the countermeasure. Beth died for it, and I knew it could fix the fracture.
This fucking thing.
Do we know, or are we just kind of
was,
hoping?
I didn't have a clue how to use it. The only person who did was dead.
Literally all of them.
But Monarch had a way of getting to him before that ever happened.
The university time machine. They've got the core here.
Will.
Monarch had built their own time machine above the CFR chamber.
Is he gonna go back in time to go save Will?
You could go back and save your brother.
Yes.
Yes, we motherfucking can. You bet you we will. Oh my god. It is Jack Joyce that shoots the guard when we sneak in. It is. It's coming full circle, baby. I mean, how could it not? That's kind of the way that these things go. But yeah. I'm very excited. So the time machine's at the top because the lifeboat is at the bottom. So we gotta go all the way up. What a theremin. What a noise. Oh, I'm so excited. Is there no way to save, like, Liam if he's up there? Like, if we made the choice...
Paul took the core of the time machine from the university, hooked it up to his own machine. It was part of his sick desire for control. But that gave me one last shot at fixing things.
True.
I could go back. Maybe get to Will before Paul killed him. And if I could get the countermeasure in Will's hands, maybe I could still turn everything around.
If we go back in time to save Will, that would mean that Beth is also still alive, because she wouldn't be dead yet. Can we save everybody? I mean, that's kind of the way that we're going, right? Oh, this is a big room, and there's a backpack, so it seems like it's gonna be a shoot 'em up. Oh, guns. Well. Oh, there's the hallway entrance for the time machine. It's considerably nicer time machine setup than Will's. Although that's not what it looked like on that camera. It looked like Will's on the camera. Oh, there it is up there. Like, aha. Yeah, it does look much nicer. More money put into it than Will's, but that's okay.
Core was set, the machine was prepped. I had to put the corridor in place.
Lots of explodey things. What's that up there? Something? Doesn't look like there's anything to read in here. Is there anything... Doesn't look like it. The one chronon source keeps driving me insane. Okie dokie. Activate the time machine. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Let's break time all over again. We're all scientists activating recklessly these machines over and over and over again. It's Joe.
Here we go again.
Hey there with your rifles.
Of course.
Oh shit. the other guy. Whoa, my goodness. Where, what the fuck? None of that, please. Excuse you. Die, bitch. Do these guys need... Oh, hello. I thought there was only 2 of you. Clearly not. I gotta move. Ah! Where are ya? Die, bitch. Oh! Ah! God damn it. Yeah, bitch. Oh, that took me some tries. That definitely took me some tries. There's a lot of dudes.
Oh, you're welcome, you very slow machine lady.
You very
machine was
slow
ready.
machine lady.
I just needed to put in the date.
Amazing. Okay, let me get some bullets. So we probably... Well, we're probably gonna need them. And there's nothing else to explore here, I don't think. Okay, yeah, there's nothing around here. So, let's put in the thing.
The earliest I could go back to was the time that the core was first activated. At the university.
Not much time to rescue your brother.
I didn't have a choice.
What happened in 1999?
You better be as advertised.
Okay, I'm severely confused about that because the earliest you can go back to that we know of is 1999 when the core was first activated. But now they're all saying that you can't go back to 1999 now and it's only the university thing. Is that because Ground Zero occurred and the machine is destroyed there? But if you're going back in time, it doesn't matter. I'm confused. We're not thinking about it. We're gonna go save our brother. Well...
Jack, in here. Hurry.
Oh, wow.
Targets have escaped the lab.
What's up, fellas?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, baby. We're ruthless now, and we got the power. Yeah, that's not opening. For sure. Oh! Is there another entrance? Okay, we going, bitches. We gotta
HQ,
go.
we've got an intruder in the lab. Core extraction team is down. Over.
Intruder?
How?
Moving in.
Open fire, but avoid damage to the core at all cost.
Well, what if I destroy it?
I got there after the fracture initiated. Too late to stop it all before it ever started.
Yeah.
But not too late to save Will. All you had to do was get to him in time.
True.
Yeah, that was the plan.
HQ,
God
we've got
damn,
security
Paul.
footage of the Joyce brothers
What is
escaping
this?
through the server room on the lower level.
Raider Team 3, intercept immediately. Ready another extraction unit to remove the core.
We're doing double words.
God damn, Paul. What is this?
A simpler time. That's what it is. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything to read.
Okay,
Everything's broken.
Gotta get to the library.
Everything's fucked. It looks like we go down here. Oh boy.
Prowler Team, ready the
Have to reach
heavies in the
Will before it's
underground
too late.
parking. I'm not hearing any response from Raider Team 3. We may have a situation.
Copy.
Where's that extraction team? Put in that chopper by now.
Hatch was...
Yeah, what? If only I could hit something. Today is not my fighting day today. It really isn't. I'm also really distracted because I have other shit to do. Can't do that. Okay, I'm going.
Give up.
How about you give up? Stop reloading! And every time I need to shoot, it is not a fighting day today, guys, at all.
No!
Fuck off.
I remember that Will and I were heading to the courtyard when the stutter hit.
That worked.
That's where I needed to cut him off.
All else fails, just nuke him. Oh, wait, I guess we need that guy. Is there anything around here? I'll get some more bullets since I apparently am wasting them all today. It's a bit rough. Not gonna lie. Whee!
Courtyard. How do I get there?
I'll take everybody's guns. Stutter. What is that? Oh yeah, the elevator they've come through.
You never tried to stop Monarch from extracting the core.
The fact that they stole it was the only reason I was able to return to the past. It's not a logic I wanted to mess around with.
Yeah, for real. And where is this? Oh my god, it's up there. Yay! I at least got one. Although I missed the last one in that other chapter, which is a bit of a bitch, but it's fine. How'd we do? 96! Not terrible. 90, not terrible. I'll take that. Whoa! Alright, guys. Alright, guys. You know what? Today's not the day. Okay, okay. Just chill. I'm also out of ammo. Die, bitch. At least these guys you can actually shoot. One more. You! Toast. Dead bitches. Okay, anything around us? Yes, sir. Aha, and the gate opens. Oh, don't hit me. What's this sign?
Underground parking. It's gotta be the fastest way there.
Ah, that makes sense. Who needs that sign? Look at me! Using my powers in a piss-poor manner. Oh! Okay, I see it. What the fuck? Oh! Come on! There we go. Oh my god, it's non-stop battles. Time to wreak some havoc. Goodbye, bitch. She's dead.
When Will and I had escaped from the lab after the experiment, it seemed like Monarch was dealing with somebody other than us. That was me, all along.
It was us.
HQ, Striker team is down. It's Joyce.
Raider 9, what do you mean Striker team is down? How many?
All of them. All of them.
Hell, we underestimated him. Take him out, whatever it takes.
Oh, fuck. That means more are coming. Yeehaw, baby. Toast. Yeah, baby.
Son of HQ, we spotted Jack Joyce in the student lounge.
There's two of me running around.
That shouldn't be possible. I'm getting reports of gunfire in the underground parking. Are you sure it's Joyce? I need visual confirmation.
He's everywhere
Didn't expect two
at
of me,
once.
did you?
Literally, though. Why did it turn me weird? Take that, and then it looks like we can open the...
Gate control. I don't have the code.
Ah. Does anybody have it?
Burke. The hell are you doing down here?
I need a gate passcode.
Let's go see Wade.
Oh. Oh.
Fun.
Probably because I'm not rocking those ugly ass. Hatch's orders.
Code? Code?
All right. Get your team prepped for combat. I don't have a good feeling about all this.
Damn it. I missed the code.
Back! Where was it? Let's rewind.
Burke.
I need the gate pass code. They need me up there. Gotta round up the witnesses.
How come you get all the fun?
Probably because I'm not rocking those ugly ass.
Yeah, gate code is 665.
665.
Neighbor of the beast, you know?
Neighbor of the beast!
Okay.
Team prep for combat.
Yeah, it is. Fuck yeah. God, look at the Alan Wake references. Or maybe Alan Wake 2 was a reference to this and I just didn't know it. How exciting. Look at Remedy planning things all the way from 2016, man. Holy shit. What a long time coming. I was just thinking about this the other day, like, how insane is it to be working on a game for so long and, you know, it'll eventually come out, but like, you know, just forever working on the same thing.
I'm not done with you yet.
What? What is the view? Is it Paul or is it the shifter? Okay, Paul Serene focus article. Riverport University employee highlight. Didn't we read this at the very beginning? We did. And it's his favorite sports team. Like the very first episode when we entered the building, we read that. That's funny that it's down here too. Oh. Let's not be forgetting our sources. We love a good source.
All right, that's that.
Trying to pay attention to the glowy icons, you know, as you do.
Joyce!
There he is!
Damn it. Blocking my powers.
Oh shit. Where's the thing? There it is. Leave me alone!
Blank!
How can I stop it? Survive the ambush. Oh. So I can't stop it. That's not fair. They told me I could disable them.
There he is!
Okay, I can mow down everybody. That's fine. I just thought that wasn't the name of the game here.
Damn it. Blocking my powers.
Oh, there's more. can't I
No
turn it
time
off?
to lose. I gotta get to Will.
No, I can
Looks
turn
like
it
it's
off now.
plugged in somewhere else.
Why can't I just break it? Turn that shit off. Yay.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Ugh. Oh. Jump cut. Oh, this is what happened when we were on the bridge and we saw it explode. All the lights go out, and then Beth contacted us and we thought she did it, but it was actually us. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I
Door's
get it
still
now.
barred. Whoever's here ain't left yet.
That's exciting.
How the fuck did Joyce take out those strikers?
He's obviously not alone. My bet is there's at least 5 of them. Stay sharp!
Yeah, what? Damn, you're not dead.
Suppressing fire!
No, dude, you're just toast. Hide. Nice. Taken out.
Okay, gotta get to the library.
Yes, about the library. Anything else around here? I don't think so. I like that you can shoot the fire extinguishers as a potential explodey thing. That's pretty funny, actually.
No time to
history,
lose.
no
I gotta get
future.
to Will.
Save our history. Problems. Monarch solutions. Monarch problems. Oh, we're back, you guys. We're at the university.
Shit. Too late. I gotta beat him to the library.
There's the library. Wow, this is cool.
I got orders to patrol the rooftops.
We already got men up there.
And they want more. Take it up with Serene if you disagree.
Oh my god, it's Beth. Maybe she was the one who shot that guy on the rooftop for me. But because we didn't get to see who it was, I still think it's me. But it's definitely a possibility that it could have been her. I didn't even consider that. I'm assuming we got a hoppy woppy over. Hoppity woppity. Yeah, baby. Going up.
This is Airlift Prime. We've got the Time Machine Corps in transit.
This is the moment, isn't it? Oh, it was Beth. Damn. My theory the whole game, this was me. But I was watching.
Beth.
We did go back in time. Damn. I thought it would have been me. It would have been cool if I saved myself.
HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Awaiting orders. Over.
Boo.
Gotta move, Jack.
We're
Roger.
moving.
Keep a skeleton crew and wait for arrival of Monarch Actual.
We're trying.
Everybody else needs to reunite at the Dry Docks Cronin extraction grounds. Wait for further orders there. Library is set to blow in 5 minutes.
Oh shit.
We're not getting any response from the sniper unit. Investigating the rooftops as we speak.
I'm headed there now. Of course, I'm gonna run into all those that are investigating the
The whole
rooftops.
sniper unit's wiped. No way he did that on his own. We need to find out who's unaccounted for. This might be an inside job. Let's start a list of who's missing.
Hostile!
It's him! Joyce is on the rooftop! Negative! He's in the library! We're under fire!
Where copy? Neutralize the target.
That was pretty cool, not gonna lie. bitch.
This is Monarch Actual. Cancel that order, I'm on my way. I'll deal with Jack personally.
You heard him. Stand down.
Stand down.
Hold on, Will. I'm almost there.
Oh my god. Can you imagine if we fail? That would suck so bad for Jack. Because he doesn't believe that he can't fix it, right? Everyone else knows that it's like kind of inevitable, and Jack is the one who kind of refuses to believe that so far. Assuming we need to go up here. There's nothing around, it looks like.
Okay, gotta get to the library.
Weapons free! Engage! It's him!
Who? Not me. Toast. Doing good, doing good. Oh shit, whoa! Fucking snipers. I want a sniper rifle so bad. It kind of sucks that even with the carbine rifle that we do get, we don't get to use the actual sniper on it. Bruh. Oh shit. Need some health. I need just not get in the line of fire for like a second. You're still a fucking live? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Oh, this is a conundrum. Alright, well. There we go. I guess you can only take those guys out with their own rifle for some reason. Got him. Dead yet? Nope. Apparently it took out everything but you.
This is Monarch Actual. Approaching library rear entrance.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, it's definitely not good. Definitely want one of those. Oh boy.
Stand by to detonate the library. I'm going in.
So are we.
Fuck.
So we're going in from the other entrance, and the other Jack came in from the bottom.
Already gone.
No,
Lobby.
fuck.
Lobby, I'm running out of time.
That's us.
Why? Who is she?
She knows about the fracture. I trust her.
Glad you trusted somebody.
Oh my god. We can relive it all from the beginning. I just jump. No.
Will.
I can't go here? Oh fuck! I have a timer! Oh shit! I'm exploring.
We can't just let this happen. Stop trying.
Oh god.
It took me years to come to terms with what must be done.
Did I make it? I had like 2 seconds left.
Trigger. I never wanted this.
We never got to see his body. I said it at the beginning. Did we get to Time Force save him? Yes!
Come on, gotta move.
But that means that the loop still occurs because the timeline, if we save him, then the timeline loop still occurs. So there's no stopping the fracture. We saved him.
Jack, you saved me. Welcome back. Hey, Will. Here's a present. Countermeasure. How?
Shh. Just go. We don't have time for this.
Look,
Just
Jack.
get out of here.
Will! Come on! Come on!
He's gonna be like it doesn't have enough power. Or something like that. All the
Monarch
chronon
had
particles that got let it out.
Does it work?
In ground zero.
For me.
Yeah.
Fracture wasn't fixed.
Not yet. Does it work?
Theory, yes. We gotta get back to my time machine. Gotta get us back to the time where you came from.
No.
Future.
No.
It's the only
We
way.
need to stop the fracture here, in this time. Now.
Listen to your brother.
Listen to me. The fracture wasn't fixed in the time where you came from. So fixing it here, it's always gonna fail.
People are going to die, Will. You haven't seen what happens between now and then.
No, but you have. What you have done has set in motion a chain of events that cannot be broken.
Look, we don't know
And
that
if it could be broken, it could jeopardize the entire world. We get one shot at this. There's too much at stake, Jack.
Look, I know the stakes, okay?
Then you gotta let go, Jack. Everything you have done to get to this place is necessary. Trust me. The past is set, but the future isn't. Right?
That's why we need to go to the swimming pool in 2016 after the fracture occurs. Because that's where the final showdown is going to be, right? That's
what you said is true, then how did I save you?
That's what Will said.
I saw you die.
Or that's what
Think,
Paul
Jack.
said.
You never physically saw me die, did you?
I watched a roof collapse on top of you.
Creating the illusion of my death, yes.
But there was no body. I called that shit in the beginning.
Only an illusion. It's all a loop. If time is an egg,
no egg metaphors.
No eggs. I'm so happy to have Will back. Oh my god. His annoying self is the greatest. Oh. Graffiti? Yeah, graffiti. It's us.
We have to get out of here and get to the Bradbury.
That's cool. Can we can't, like, collect it? I'm just checking out cool graffiti from our gal pal.
Get down. Over here.
Goddamn bloodbath in there.
Can I just
we
kill
don't
him?
have time for this.
Jack, no.
It's safe. Let's go.
I just killed them all anyway. He's like, no, don't do that. And I'm like, well,
Still stubborn as ever.
yes, you bet.
Runs in the family.
Who needs to sneak at this point?
What were we talking about?
Eggs.
Yeah, I got that.
I'm alive. Science time loop. He's like, I don't need to explain it to you. You're not even gonna listen. Doesn't look like there's anything around here, so we good. Oh, the story is progressing. I'm really confused.
Through here.
Because the future is like set, but like not set
I know
because of
what
the loop.
happens if I don't.
And it'll still happen, Jack. I meant what I said back there. And there are no exceptions. If you get suckered into trying to change what can't be changed, it may cost us everything. Please, Jack. Our future depends on this.
So they're basically trying to say that they're trying to say
Monarch had the countermeasure this whole time. How? Why?
I don't know, bro. They're trying to say, okay, but hang on. But they're trying to say basically that the moral of the lesson here is do not change the past, but try to change the future.
Paul was using it to fuel some kind of messed up survival program.
Everybody up until now has been
Must have
trying to
somehow
change the
repurposed
events
it
of the
as a
past.
localized chronon field regulator.
Like they go back in
Dr.
time,
Emerald and Dr. Kim both took positions at Monarch.
try to prevent
Now I
things
think I understand why.
that have happened. But
I always assumed it was Beth Wilder who had the countermeasure, keeping it safe. She was the one who warned me, told me to build it.
I know.
You met her. Is she helping us?
she was.
She was.
But she is, because she's still alive here.
I see.
Oh.
This place isn't safe.
Sorry, Will, but there's something nearby. It might be outside? I think it's outside. Alright, continue, Will. I am the opener of doors, so sorry. We were here before. This is the parking lot? Did we get his car after all? A redo on the car.
Well, hey. Go this way
now. That's right. But he can undo him, right? Because it's his brother. And they're all affected by like what happened to the fracture. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, it's Beth. Can he unstuck her? Like before? Can't change the past. Oh, it's so sad. It feels like he has to choose between her and his brother. Oh, that's us. Oh my god. That's right. That was a moment. That was sad though. The taxi! And that's how it gets there. Kind of, right? Yeah, I guess so. Cause like we drive it. And Nick would still be captured right now. And we escape with Nick later after we get uncaptured. And then we go save him. So we were here before. Or
Look,
we were here in the future.
I know I've kept you in the dark. But when I started my work, you were so young, and afterwards, I always hoped it would all pass you by without touching you.
Yeah. I get it.
He's not that much older than me, is he?
Let's just go to the future and fix this mess.
You were so young. I think he was more like you were just a mess and I didn't really want to deal with it. And it was so hard to explain, and he's not the science brother, you know?
It's locked.
That tiny little lock.
You hid the machine here. You
Here's
really
the
never
entrance.
used it yourself?
No, I didn't dare. Not after the men came out. It was Paul. He tried to kill me.
He did.
Hey, Jack. We should go inside.
Shit is gonna really get deep, man.
Damn.
I am
Rusted
the
shut.
opener and
Jack,
buster of
a hand?
doors. Don't you worry, brother.
Shouldn't we hurry?
I am the buster of doors. Smack it.
One more time.
Together. Although I don't know why my time vision won't wear off.
When Monarch came for the time machine at the university, Paul was trapped in it.
I'm just wraking havoc on
He
every
escaped into the
cutscene this
future.
time.
Whatever happened to him there changed him.
There's something here.
Somehow I found my machine there and used it to come back to 1999.
And founded Monarch. He escaped from Monarch and became what he escaped from.
Insanity. I never should have built the machine. I should have left well enough alone.
Well, maybe. There's something close. Is it over here? It is over here. Woohoo! Trying to be diligent. Oh man, I left the other ones behind. I probably did. 33%. How did I find fucking nothing? Oh, that's the worst one yet. That's not good.
Just the way I left it.
What did I?
Hope it still works.
Must have been rooms.
Yeah.
Must have been like a whole room I missed.
All right, we'll go to the future. A little after your time of departure. Before the fracture has stopped time permanently. I don't know. I'm a little concerned about this.
It's fine.
It'd be dangerous.
We've done it a couple times
Of
at
course
this
it'd be
point.
dangerous. At this point, what isn't?
Literally.
But I've been curious to try this.
Yeah, he's never actually gotten to walk through his own time machine yet. It's just been us and Beth and Paul and literally anyone else. go.
Wow. So this is what it looks like.
Come on, Will. Let's go, bro. Are you gonna move or?
Jack, when we exit, it'll be a little past the point you were at when you left to save me. That's our window, when we know it can work, but before time actually ends for good.
It may not be much of a window. Monarch was sure it was imminent.
Huh. Like they're experts.
There's Beth.
They kind of are.
What is
All
that?
they know they stole from me. You worry about your end. I'll worry about mine.
Who is that?
All right,
Whoa,
well,
hang on a second.
that works.
This is amazing. All those years.
That's Beth.
Imagine that it would be like this.
Who is that?
Yeah. It's a trip, all right.
Just look at this.
Hard to tell who that one is.
The metaspace.
Could be Paul, but
So
it
this
didn't
is
look
what it
like
looks
it.
like.
Maybe it's Beth.
I just wish I had some instruments with me. There's so much to explore here.
I don't know who that is.
You have no idea, Jack.
I'm listening, Will, I promise. October 10th.
Hang on, Will.
26 after the fracture in time.
Damn it. What the hell did they do with the patch?
Hang on there, Will. Be with you in a moment. Oh my god, they're all here. That's right, because he knew he sent them all here. Well.
No, 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 no. That's my cue. Gotta move.
Gotcha.
Will, I need to get him moving. We don't have time for this.
No, we don't. I also want. What was that? I picked up the ammo. Good. Well, things are kind of fucked. By the way, is there anything else around here? Now I'm paranoid.
Better not, Jack. I don't know how Will managed to get here, but forget it.
This is bigger than the two of us. You know time's about to stop for good.
Yes, it is. Hence the Lifeboat program.
A bunch of desperate people sitting around in a bunker somewhere waiting for the inevitable? Jesus, Paul.
You stole the CFR, Jack.
I stole it?
And the plan depends on it. So, I'll take that back now, please.
It was ours.
I can't do that.
Oh, is this the final battle with Paul?
I know.
Is he gonna give into it and become like the monster? Oh shit, it is the final battle with Paul! Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't feel like I don't have the weapons for this. That was at nothing, quite literally. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, he's dead. Is it? Oh. You what? I can't hear you, bruh.
Not good.
What do I have to do? Oh shit.
No, 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 no.
That's not good. Oh, was that Paul? I don't get how to stop that attack.
Powers, make him involved.
Either the timing has to be like super perfect or this is not the way to do this. Okay, so this took me some trial and error. It's no point in trying to destroy him. No. Go. Just go. And I think we can get him now.
We need to contain him. Move it.
How come I didn't do shit? Rude.
Yes, that did something.
We need to contain him. Move in and engage. Attention, take free.
Okay, oh my god.
You're the one that hurts the most.
Oh, go, 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 go. So just run like a bitch, basically. To the other end of the pool. And now we can run back. Oh no! He's got two. Oh shit. Is he gonna do it again? Shit. Is it happening again? Oh my god, it is. Shit. Woo! Oh, did I save it? Oh my god, I really don't want to do the beginning of this. I've done like 1,000 motherfucking times. Oh my god, did I actually do it? That took so many tries. Is he actually done? The sucker punch of all sucker punches. Oh! Oh shit. Oh no, we're gonna have to defeat Paul in his like final form, aren't we? Oh my god, did we do it? That battle was something, I gotta tell you.
Hey, Will, hey. It's okay. Jack. What? Never mind. Tell me later. We got
Will
work
just
to do.
functions in the don't tell me anything, like, world. You just don't tell me anything about the future.
It's designed to hypersaturate the Maya Joyce field with chronon particles.
Oh
The
my
time machine's like an
God.
amplifier. That'll cause a chain reaction and rejuvenate the field.
We did it.
I'll take your word for it. Just
I
make it
thought there would
happen.
be like another round for sure.
Jack, give me a hand with this.
It usually goes in like 3s. I'm so glad there wasn't
What do you
though. Oh
need?
my god.
The countermeasure's charge is low. We'll need a jolt of chronon particles. A jump start. That's you.
Oh. I can do that.
Don't stop.
It's reversing everything.
Hurry up! It's working. It's like a push you can see the entire goddamn universe.
Kind of are, man. Woo! Did it work? I think it worked. The three of us again. He vanished.
The countermeasure. It stitched time back together everywhere. The destruction couldn't be undone. The lives we lost were real. But we fixed it.
Wait. So we're still in 2016?
Clocks kept on ticking.
Come on. Come on. I think we just saved the universe.
Yeah. Where's Paul?
He just got like obliterated.
He's dead. He's gone. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck him.
Will, he was wrong about everything.
Was he?
Will. The countermeasure worked.
Whoa. Countermeasure burned out. But the Maya Joyce field should be stable now.
Visions like Paul. Oh shit, we're shifting.
Run a few tests to confirm. But there's no reason to believe that the fracture isn't over.
Wait, what? There's no reason to believe that the fracture isn't over? Oh fuck. So either the chronon sickness is like catching up to us, and like that event like triggered it because like we let out enough of our chronon energy, or...
One more question. Paul Serene's entire philosophy was that time is a set path, and nothing can be changed. At the time, you obviously disagreed. But after everything you've seen and done, we need to know. What do you believe now? Was he right? Or is it possible to change things?
I'll come back for you.
Isn't that what he says to her at the end of the DLC? Oh, everybody! Oh my god, all the amazing actors, voice actors, all the actors of all the categories included. Wow. Holy shit, but hang on. That's what he says. That's the joke at the end, the last panel in the DLC, the Night Springs DLC with Tim Breaker. And he sees the redheaded woman, and obviously it's not them, but it's them, right? It's like the echoes of them. It's like another timeline or something like that. But like he says, like I'll see you again or something like that, or I'll come back for you, maybe. And she's like, maybe, right? That panel, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Oh, Well, what is it? Okay, so she's... First of all, how did we get to that desk? Like, how did we get to, like, that... like, area? Also, it's, like, deadly silent because I took off the copyright music, so sorry about that. Okay, but I'm gonna let out my thoughts. So, like, you guys know the drill. We gotta appreciate all of the amazing people that put this game together, and I can let out my thoughts in the one go as well. So, wow, I have... So she's asking if Jack still believes that time can be changed, that the future can be changed, which is a very interesting question, because if we are to believe that the countermeasure worked and it broke the loop, time is progressing forward and no longer in a loop, then yes, time can change, like the future can be changed because we changed the path that we were on, right? The end of time is no longer coming. But then Will said, I definitely spotted Poets of the Fall right there. Anyway, but Will said that it's maybe still coming, that the fracture was still coming, that like maybe it wasn't preventable, and like he had his doubts at the end there. Ilkavili. Sorry, I always butcher his name, but Alan Wake. I mean, it makes sense since he was in the little tape that we saw. I wonder if there was anything else I missed of Alan Wake in there, or like Control maybe. Okay, but I'm still trying to make sense of the ending there. So like obviously we think time has changed. We set everything on the right path, but does that put us on like a bigger loop? Is that what they're trying to say? That like we fixed like this small loop, but now that we're like continuing, there's like a bigger loop? Is that what they're trying to say? Or it's not a loop, it's a spiral. I don't know. They're basically trying to like put doubt in your mind that Paul may not have been wrong despite seeing the wrong future, because like I mean, and this is part of the conundrum of the game. I mean, even the characters themselves struggle with seeing that there is a set path, right? They want so desperately to change things, and I think that's one of the lessons that you're supposed to take away from in the ending, is that the loop cannot be broken, because if you're only trying to change things in the past, right? And that's what Paul and Beth and Jack have always done, right? We always went back in time to try and fix the future, but the past has already happened, so it has to happen that way again, right? So what's different this time that stops the loop, which is what Will explained, is that we're not going to the past to fix things. We're going to the most immediate future that we can before time ends. So in a way it's going to the future, but it's actually more realistically going to the present, because it returns Jack to where he was when he left, right? And using the countermeasure then stops everything from occurring that's oncoming, that is a part of the loop, if that makes sense, right? Basically, that you go to the past, right, trying to fix 9/11, trying to fix the car crash with his parents, trying to prevent things that have already happened won't work, but trying to prevent something that hasn't happened yet, right, like the end of time, that's what stops it. And they do that in the present, not in the past. So I think that's how they kind of make sure that they adhere to the rules they've set up. And I will say they have done a really good job throughout the entire game of setting the rules and maintaining those rules throughout the game, because time travel and the mechanics of time travel is one of the hardest storytelling techniques, because while it's very cool and fun to like play with, and the idea that you can like go back or forwards in time and see and hear different things and events from different perspectives, right, there are some that say that two people can't exist in the same timeline at once. There are some say that it fractures when that happens. There's a lot of different theories out there about time travel and loops and realities, splintering realities, alternate realities, etc. You know, the whole jazz. This one deals specifically with a closed loop, and they tell you the rules, right? That you cannot go past when the core was activated. So either 1999, or for some reason once you get to 2016, you can't go past the moment that time fractured. So for whatever reason, when you're at the end of time, you can go all the way back to 1999. We could go back to 2010 for there a second, but otherwise, Paul mentioned it, Sophia mentioned it, and Jack mentioned it at the end. They can't return through the time machine upon only to the night of the university, which I don't quite get. I'm just gonna leave that then there. I don't know why we can't go back to like 1999 within those things, because the time machine would still exist or whatever. But anyway, we're gonna move on from there because that's just gonna hurt my brain more. But like I said, they've done a pretty good job of like setting up the boundaries for the time travel, where you can go, when you can go, and clearly they don't mind. So like basically 2 Pauls and 2 Beths are running around from 1999 to 2010 for Beth, because then she dies, and then for Paul from 1999 to 2016 because Paul returns in the shadows to set up Monarch. And yeah, and then it corrects itself because by the time you get to 2016, Paul, younger Paul, would go into the time machine, and then the Paul that would emerge to take control of Monarch emerges, right, from the shadows, even though he's been there the whole time. Now, there's a couple things that kind of make a little less sense to me, like she's trying to... Oh, all the directors for the live action. Really amazing job. And honestly, kudos to Remedy for always pushing the boundaries and trying to experiment with different formats and styles and everything. They really try to make something different and new, and I love it. It's refreshing. And you can see, you know, where they learned from... I don't know what mistakes is too harsh of a word, but you can see where they learned from this game towards control. Like there's less reading, or the reading is placed in less like action-y moments, things like that, like better pace, that kind of thing. But anyways, I digress. What was I saying? I was saying you can get a good idea of like their rules overall, but there are some things that don't add up for me anyway. Is like the 2 characters that are most stubborn about like you can't change time. They both try to change time in the past. We know it doesn't work because the past is the past. It won't change. And there's 2 of them that exist in the past, which is very interesting. Everything corrects itself when everything sets it on its path. But if it's a closed loop system and you can't change the future at all, isn't Beth trying to help younger Beth? Or like Paul taking advantage of the stock market? Aren't those things that kind of change the future a little bit? But I guess not, because it's all technically accounted for, because it is a loop, and the end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. Ugh. It's gonna haunt me to the end of days, the time travel thing. But they do a really good job of like wrapping it up. I don't think there's a lot of holes in the story, or as many holes as there could be, for sure. Because, I mean, they've always have an amazing story writing team, but like I said, the time machine, the time traveling kind of thing lends itself to a lot of plot holes, because if you don't define it well, then, you know, everything's kind of on the table. You know, it's like, why don't you go back in time to before this, or why don't you go to do this? But they very clarify it very specifically that it's the closed loop thing. Okay, we're gonna get away from that because I think I'm going in circles. Wow, absolutely incredible overall. I loved the game mechanics. I definitely could have been much more powerful at the end. I think that would have helped me a lot more in the final fight with Paul. It was actually a pretty hefty battle, and I think it was annoying that like every time you died at any point in the battle, you always had to go very to beginning and like unstuck or attempt to unstuck Will and then go through the waves. And I had to go through that so many times. It doesn't matter where I died in the actual span of the battle. It could have been at the end in the second wave or whatever. But then when we beat it, I was like, oh my god, like holy shit. And you got to see Paul's corpse, and I maintained that. You see the corpse, you know he's dead. So there's a lot of things that I like soft predicted that kind of came true, because I was flirting with the idea that maybe Will wasn't dead, right? But then he was, because like everybody confirmed he was dead. But in the loop, I guess he is dead ostensibly, and it really doesn't matter because it's the instigating factor that takes Jack to the past from the future where things are about to go to hell and the end of time is about to occur, to go save Will. right? And that's the instigating factor. He saves him from behind, and if he hadn't known that, obviously nothing would happen. But Will changes it, and he knows he changes it because he says we have to go to the future, not the past, to change things. Or the future, right? From their point of view, it's the future, but it actually is the present. So there's that. Wow. I like, my brain, again, at the end of these things always gets like fried. Oh, we did it. But those are like my general thoughts. I mean, honestly, I loved it. It was really fun. The gameplay was really fun. The acting was phenomenal all the way around. It doesn't look like we get another episode or ending episode. They still left a lot of things.
You've been very patient with us.
I take it
and
back.
very helpful. Thank you.
I was gonna say they left a lot of things kind of
starting to wear
undone.
pretty thin.
Of course.
Why is he here?
Right outside.
Is he like getting like the treatments for the Chronon sickness or something? Because Monarch is the only ones that have it.
Mr. Joyce.
Finally. Thought you wanted to talk, not get my life story.
Well, you were at the heart of all of this. And you can understand our need to find out exactly what happened.
I heard it's all being pinned on Paul. It's quite the feat.
Paul Serene always danced to his own tune, you know that. He and his delusions did tremendous damage to Monarch, but we can still salvage this company. We could use a man like you. It's not the same Monarch you know, Mr. Joyce. Your exceptional qualities are obvious, and we both know you have certain needs our expertise could help with. We can help each other.
He has a real problem with authority. Wait, what the heck? Oh my god, he gets the junction power! Oh, he is Paul! Or like he's progressed to that moment of being at Paul's level. That's what that means. Like we pulled back and then we saw, I was like, what are we looking at here? And it's like the two options. It's like side with Martin Hatch or don't side with Martin Hatch. And we just leave it there. Oh my god. Wow. That's so interesting. What does that mean for the game though? And it doesn't answer why we're like in Monarch's facilities at all to begin with. Like when we leave them, it's Jack and Will in the pool talking about how like the fracture may still be coming, or but they're alone there. Obviously we know Martin Hatch is like something more. He's a shifter, and he wrote us a note that we read to try and help us like with our powers and stuff, but oh man, there's something definitely more going on. I mean, he wants to help us like control the shifter power or like have the shifters take over or something like that, because obviously we're much more in control of the Chronon energy within us, right? Much more so than Paul. And Paul even admitted it. He's like, Jack has a better control over his powers earlier than I did. But it doesn't, like, why we go there? I mean, my guess would be maybe to get treatment, or to meet with Martin Hatch, since he knows that there's something more with Martin Hatch. And that was sort of the last thing, because he goes, was that Mr. Hatch? Was the last really interaction that we had. He might have been in one of the ghosts in the time when we went back with Will, but it was too hard to kind of make out anything. But I guess Dr. Kim was kind of a red herring. Like he never came to be. I was wondering if we would have to fight the shifters at all, and we guess we didn't. We probably should be glad that we didn't, because with all that we know about them, that definitely doesn't seem good. But wow. What do you guys think about this game? Especially knowing everything that we know now with Alan Wake 2. I'm sure like when you guys played this game at the very beginning of when it came out, you know, 2016, Alan Wake had just come out in 2010, I believe, right? And then 6 years later, we get this game out of nowhere. It kind of seems very disconnected from what they were doing with Alan Wake. Must have been really confusing, but an interesting game. And I know a lot of people said it wasn't their favorite Remedy game, probably because it's so dense, right? There's so much reading, there's a lot of things. And like, you can get the story from the episodes for sure, and from the game, but you definitely miss a lot of the nuance and a lot of the characteristics of what's going on behind the scenes if you don't read all of the little notes and emails and stuff like that. If you do read it, it's good, but it's, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot of reading. I mean, a lot of times, I mean, looking at the editing, I mean, I'm reading for 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes at a time. I mean, that's a lot of reading to do that you expect of people to do when they're playing a video game, when they just kind of want to run and gun. And a lot of that comes to, I think, at ill-advised times, and I think that you can see Remedy learn from that, because Control has a decent amount of reading. I think lesser reading than this one, but it comes at a time when you're exploring. So like, you're looking for things to read, you're looking for things to enhance the story, and you're not in the middle of anything. You're not in the middle of an action sequence or running or anything like that. It's kind of better paced in that way, and you see them learn from this game. I wouldn't say any mistakes necessarily. It feels like a too mean of a word, but you can see them improve over time. This was their second game, third or fourth, depending on how you think of Max Payne in that series and how that figures into kind of Remedy and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I loved it overall. I loved the story. I think I loved it more knowing what I know now about Alan Wake 2. I think I'm glad that I played it now as opposed to when it came out. I feel like I wouldn't have appreciated it as much, and I definitely wouldn't have remembered, I think, a lot of it come now, really, when Alan Wake 2 has released and everything. I don't think I would have put together a lot of things where you go, oh shit, like it really does play into a big part of this, either as an alternate timeline, in that Mr. Door himself is a shifter, but maybe a more powerful one, maybe more godlike, like Ahti is, on the same level of power that Ahti has anyway, and that Mr. Hatch is obviously not Mr. Door, but maybe a lesser version of him, and like you know, the shifters are on their own level of being, and then you have the bigger beings, I guess, for lack of a better word, with Ahti and Mr. Door, things like that. But obviously is all like in together. You can see the parallels, you can see the foils, you can see the characters, the mirroring of all of the things. It's really well done. And then to see that kind of continue, that theme continue in Control and everything like that, insane, amazing, and insane. Oh, woo! It is a whole thing. Okay, let's get to the menu system. Oh, I didn't find anything here either. Oh fuck. 93% game completion. Hey, that's still an A though. I found 7 out of 8 quantum ripples, all of the intel, 29, half, a little less than half of the chronon sources. That's because in the beginning I had no idea about the tracker thing. I feel like they didn't tell you about it, but I think a lot of the instructions in this game is kind of blink and you miss it. And there's so much to think about and so much going on that I wasn't paying attention when they were telling me like instructions for things. So that's definitely my fault for sure. I mean, all of it's my fault. I played the game, and what I found, what I didn't, I didn't. But I also maintain that I could have learned a little better. Oh, I found all the computers, almost all the documents. I'm missing 6 documents and 1 media source. Ah, that hurts my feelings. But that's pretty good for running through it the first time. Is there any extra updates on this? So I think we saw 6, right? So we didn't see 7?
September 11th, 2001. It happened for the second time. I watched the planes hit. I watched the towers fall. I did everything I could to prevent it. Took every precaution. I warned them time and again. And just like every other thing I've tried to change, I failed.
Because it's the past. Beth did the same thing. Even though both of them know.
I'm living in a cycle that cannot be broken. And I know where it leads. I thought I could prevent the end of time. I can't. But I can use this power to survive it. To ensure that when time ends, life doesn't. I'm refocusing Monarch's efforts. We'll develop technology to counter the effects of the fracture. We'll develop weapons to fight back against the enemies that will thrive there. I went back to William's workshop. The time machine is gone. He's working on a new device of some kind. I have no doubt she's involved somehow. So I need to keep my distance. I'll intervene when the time is right. I built an empire. It's time to put it to use.
So obviously this is Paul after he returns from the end of time, back to 1999, and he's also, like Beth, reliving from 1999 to 2010 for Beth, and then 2016 for Paul. It's so funny to me because, like, they both know full well that they can't change anything about the past because it's the loop, and the past is the past, but it doesn't stop them from trying to change stuff. So these are kind of his last thoughts before everything that we know comes to pass. So that was, you know, just after 1999, 2001, right? And this is 2010, just about when Will finishes the countermeasure.
July 11th, 2010. A week ago, we retrieved a device from William's workshop. Dr. Kim believes it can be repurposed to develop our lifeboat protocol.
And when he got
the key to our survival.
The sickness.
I killed her. The first sacrifice in the name of our mission. I could see in her eyes she would never fully accept what must be done. I pray that I never have to look in Jack's eyes and see the same thing. I'll make him understand. I'll make him see.
And then the tape ran out. That seems to be the end of it. Okay? It just goes blank there. So that's the end of Paul's. And we're understanding all of the events now. Like, now that we know everything, we can, like, understand it, right? So, what Jack thinks about Serene's plan and the Project Lifeboat.
Are you aware of the Lifeboat protocol?
Yes.
The project was meant to assure our continued survival past the end of time.
The lifeboat was built for 300 people. What about the other 7 billion that...
Those 300 people were selectively chosen to take refuge in order to provide our best chance at developing a permanent solution to restoring the Joyce field, while protecting the human race against the threats that would arrive with the end of time. You stole the countermeasure, the CFR, the device necessary to run the lifeboat. You effectively sabotaged Monarch's survival plan. Knowing what you know now, do you stand by your decision?
300 isn't good enough.
Straight up. And then we heard the rest of these. So that's all of the diaries. That is Quantum Break. We did it. We did the whole thing. I don't think I really have the time to go revisit the other endings, if there are other endings to this game. I want you guys to let me know. Are there actually other endings to the game? Do the other choices that you make, right, not the PR, not going hardline, all of that stuff, especially like the ending moment with Serene when he chooses to remain in control or submit to his sickness, like, do those really make a difference in how the game ends? Or are they the arbitrary decisions that I think they are, where, like, you can't change the past, right? So, like, he's still trying to change the past when he's doing those things, so there's that. Anyways, I will wrap it up quickly because I spilled all of my thoughts in the comments. Please tell me what's going on with the game. As already mentioned, I really want to know. Thank you everybody so much for watching, for bearing with my crazy schedule as I try to get this mammoth of a game and all the information of it through. It has been a blast. So, if you guys are interested in checking out the rest of the Remedy universe, you guys should check out Alan Wake 2. It'll be right over here. And then, of course, the Time Breaker DLC will be right over here. You guys were saying I should revisit it and check it out. You guys can do that on your own here. I'll probably do a live or something like that. I did mention I would do something like that now that the game is done. Amazing. See you guys next time. We save the future. Things aren't broken. Wibbly wobbly, timely wimey, signing off.